What's going on, guys? Captain Papi here. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a great deal and we would really appreciate it. Now on with the episode.
Dude, I was like going through the questions before we started. Every question's on Annie. Like, as if we're not going to talk about it today. You know, let's just not talk about Annie.
Yeah.
Let's just do a podcast and we just won't talk about 7th
Not
Annie
much news
at
today,
all.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to just chill for a bit, you know. Nothing going on
Today's
today.
whole episode's about team building for Kizuna Capone.
We're going to talk about Kizuna Capone the whole time. I just like filtered through everything that was filtered through everything that was Annie related. I'm like, I'm not gonna reread that question. Or mostly everything that's Annie related. Some of them are a little bit more specific, so I was like, that's cool. But everything I was like, oh, what do you guys think about the last tap mechanic? It's like as if we're not gonna fucking talk about the last tap mechanic.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long one.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 43 of the Good, Great, Perfect podcast. We are here. We have arrived in the land of 7th anniversary, road to Onigashima. I got with me the usual subspecs. That makes sense. Got Big Man, got Flame Man, got Toadskii. Also Big Man. What's going on, my gentlemen?
Let's go.
We're here. As per usual, Global has nothing to talk about, so we'll be peering into as far as we can into the global space. But JP has a few things going on at the moment, so you know. We'll get into that as it comes, but without further ado, hop into Global. So at the moment, Global is going through a kind of a dry period. I mean, content's coming out and such, but you know, it's just the standard kind of stuff. We have a lot of Sugofest coming out though. So at the moment, we currently have the selected Sugofest, which is out right now. This is a 1.5x rate Sugofest. I think it has no, it's not all legends, but there are it's all legends from March 20. It's all reds from
characters.
Yeah. And then all characters including legends available in this Sugofest are those from March 2019, 2020 to April 20th, 2021. And then 15 legends will be available each part. And then this is also the debut of the new Frankie and Brooke. Structure seems pretty standard. There are some 1-gem multis, so they do exist, once again. Part 1, you had Kaido Big names. Kaido Big Mom, Halloween Shank, shout out guy Stump, Halloween Mihawk, Sweet Commanders, Boa, Wano Law, Sugar, ST, Snake Man. Part 2, you have Victory Kainu, Halloween Law, Joba, Luffy Sanji, that's about it. And Shank's crew on that banner too, so... what are you guys' thoughts? Any reason to pull on this banner at all? Would you guys pull on the banner if you're missing some legends from that pool?
No.
Man, only if you're missing like heaps of them.
I don't think it's worth it. I don't know. I feel like French anniversary is like, I know it's still like a ways away, but in reality, it's like it's coming up pretty soon. And
yeah, it's in 2 months.
Exactly right. And if things play out, in theory, Ace Akainu should be our French anniversary banner. So like, I feel like Ace Akainu is such a more important get than like 85% of the legends that are on these banners. So I don't think it's necessary. Maybe if you want the East Blue units,
it depends on how it plays out.
That's true.
Because like if you think about it, like we'll see what's gonna happen like next week. But like if Zoro if Zoro and Kaido come out next week, well that would mean that Ace and Akainu would be next. And so if they don't get pushed back, that would mean that our French Annie would be a Moria Blackbeard.
No,
Let's go.
no.
Moria, let's go.
That better not be the case.
I mean, Moria is kind of hype though, but I mean,
Moria's type, but is he French? But in comparison to Ace versus Akainu, like, come on, dog.
No, he's better.
Huh?
Yeah, that would suck, but I feel like that would be kind of weird if we skipped that because I feel like we'd be missing out on some stuff.
Oh yeah, big time. I think I still hold that we're just getting Sanji pudding mid-May, but then we'll get Zoro and Kaido end of June. That's my prediction at least. But I mean, at this point, who knows, right? But I don't know. What can you do?
Right.
I mean, do you think? Sorry, go for it.
Because like it's the content. I think we talked about it before, but like just Treasure Map Komurasaki and all the stuff around that. Like,
I'm scared, bro. I'm scared. I'm so concerned. Like Do you think they're gonna even reintroduce like I was gonna say Roger and Odin? That's the right names, actually. Never mind. My brain is fried today,
Odin.
gentlemen. Do you think Roger and Odin are gonna be reintroduced for Church Map as a Church Map banner, or do you think they're not gonna be introduced again, or like what do you think the situation is there?
Imagine French Anniversary is just the Roger and Odin rerun.
No, oh no. Oh,
Let's
that's
go, dude.
That's so scary to think about because the possibility of that is like there is potential for that to be the thing.
There is a possibility that could happen, right? Yeah.
Like that's concerning.
Nah.
That's very concerning. Do you think
No,
that
I'm not too sure how they're gonna do it.
yeah. Do you think that this Frankie and the Brook are worthwhile pulling for? Or are they just like another bunch of East Blue Straw Hats? Like whatever.
I didn't rate them too high personally.
Yeah. I mean like
Yeah.
I guess like the important part from this banner is we got the A Man's Pride and the Bing Sprue island with the Rumble Scrolls on it. Make sure if you haven't done that yet, go clear all those Shopman missions. Plenty of nice amount of gemmies coming from that one. And it's pretty straightforward, so lots of good stuff there. All right, that was a third of the content for Global. On next on that, we have the support Sugofest that should be coming out. I'm gonna leave Sanji pudding to last, Flame, so we can satiate your hunger a little bit there. We have a support.
I wasn't saying nothing, man.
We have a support Sugofest coming out. We don't know everything yet, but that will come out May 16th PST, so actually pretty soon. I think the day of this podcast releasing, this will be out. We have the new support Robin and support Chopper. And then on the banner as well, we have support Sabo and support Carrot. First multi is guaranteed support unit and it's 30 gems. And then the second multi is guaranteed new character. So 2 multis on this support banner seems like a pretty good idea. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Support banners are always worth pulling on, but the next support banner is like the must pull one though.
Okay,
So
yeah,
if you want to
for
hold out.
Knight, what do you think? Do you think Robin and Chopper are worthwhile supports? Do you think they're a must-have units, or do you think you can kind of sleep on them for now?
I wouldn't say that they're must-haves, but they're definitely nice to have. I'd say.
Yeah, and plus the first multi is a 30 gem plus a support unit at the
Exactly.
end. So even if you're just gonna do the discount, I feel like the discount's worth it.
I think 2 multis is
very
worth it. I don't know. I think because like
Yeah, because you're guaranteed to get one.
you're guaranteed to get either Robin or Chopper. So like for 2 multis, either Robin or Chopper, both of them are pretty decent. Like I think 2 multis is worthwhile. But yeah, like Flame mentioned, the next support banner, which the support units escape me. Who are the next?
With the is it the Alabaster ones?
Yes, I think so.
Or is it
because they came out with Asakanu, right?
Okay. Oh yeah, like after them, yeah.
So I think the Alabaster support banner is the brazy one. So like Flame said, if you guys want to hold out to that one, hopefully it's a similar structure so you can walk away 2 multis and get at least one of them guaranteed. But we'll see from there. And there's 2/3 of global content done. And then, all right, Flame, there you go, buddy. The Kizuna Sugofest is here. Young Flame, 25 multis coming at you live.
Yeah, man. I mean, we've all been waiting for this for 6 months.
Okay, don't lump us all in the same boat here, Chief.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. If I actually get them like decently early, I'm probably gonna pop like 4 or 5 multis on the support banner because Carrot's rated up.
Yep.
But yeah, man. I remember what happened last time. I hope it doesn't happen again.
No, fingers crossed, right?
I'm really scared. If I get Sanji pudding first and I don't get Shiphone, I'm gonna be kind of upset because I do actually want Shiphone.
Yeah. It's actually like
Yeah, she's really good.
I'm reading the structure of the Sugofest. It's not bad. I mean, like, first multi guaranteed limited rare recruit, and it's discounted, so like not bad. Second multi is guaranteed to be either a legend rare boosted character. Unfortunately, that's becoming such a very common step, and I hate that. But alas,
they replaced the colored units.
I think it's better to have this one than that fucking color unit step. Third multi is guaranteed recommended character. That could be crazy because that'll have Sanji pudding and Chiffon on that pool. Fourth multi is 1 gem, and then fifth multi is guaranteed legend. So if you're gonna go and pull on this banner, 5 multis, you know, pretty good. Like you're gonna get like a decent amount of stuff, hopefully.
I'm curious to see how many legends are on the banner. I really hope it's just 10.
Should be.
I mean, fingers crossed, right? And
Yeah.
Sugofest will feature limited rare recruits with the fighter, cerebral, and striker class. Interesting. So that's there's a lot of limited rare recruits plus all the previous Kizuna rare recruits. I mean, it seems pretty good overall. And then obviously with that banner as well, 2 days afterwards, in fact, we'll have Kizuna Clash versus Bedge and Pez. I do think it's quite cute that they included Pez as well. Like they didn't just call it like Capone or whatever. He's part of it too. So
Yeah.
shout out my mini dude there. But I don't know. Like it's another 5-day Kizuna.
They've just been so stale.
There are Zoro skulls, so make sure that when you're farming this, you go to get the Zoro skulls. Like that's the big crux there.
And Borsalino.
Yep. So they're available from boxes 3 to 6. Zoro skulls are available from boxes 2 to 7. Stages have a chance to drop turkey feasts. Whoa! You can farm up turkeys, lads.
That's pretty cool.
I didn't know that. That's sick.
Each crystal skull has been added to the shop. So this is the Kizuna shop. And then Luffy and Hancock materials are in the shop now as well. So that's pretty good overall too.
Okay.
Boosted character list seems pretty decent. A lot of the Christmas units. Obviously the previous Kizuna rare recruits and that kind of stuff. But I mean, hey, 5 days Kizuna. Box 3 will have plus 100 candies in it and a turkey feast. Oh my god. You can tell we have no content about Global. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to pad out time before we get into all the JP shenanigans, but there really isn't much to talk about. So, alright, fine.
Because of the release of Sanji pudding as well, doesn't that mean that like the rare recruit tickets in the Kizuna are like way more valuable now? Because you can pull Sanji pudding from them, I think.
You would be right, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
gonna be nice.
Super exclusive.
That's a really good point, actually. That's a really, really good point. All right, well, there you go. There's your. Make sure you potentially aim to get those rare recruit tickets as well, because you know that off chance to get Sanji pudding from a rare recruit ticket, that'd be insane. They are a fantastic legend, so you know, do with that what you will. All right, boys. Creme de la creme time. JP has been going brazy. You know what I'm saying? JP's going insane right now with their 7th anniversary celebrations. Lots of content, lots of stuff coming out. We started off essentially with the Yoshi-san video. What were your guys' thoughts on the Yoshi video overall and the structure of it all? You know, any gripes you had with what was going on with the video at all? Just what were your overall thoughts of the video?
Well, would have been nice if Global got one for our anniversary, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Feels bad, man.
I think the video was actually pretty good. I mean, nothing really to really complain about. You know, he just talked about like the characters. He showed their abilities off, just showed them all off, which is dope. And you know, just showed off like campaigns. It was nothing really special, but I mean, it was nice to see at least. Yeah. My one little gripe with it, and this is very, very minor. I would have liked him to tease the Kizuna Super Boss stuff. That's what I would have loved to have seen. But obviously, like, you know, that's coming, I believe it's at the end of May, I think is what the Kizuna, the team, the Pyro Alliance Kizuna will be. But I don't know. I just would have liked there to be something there for the Super Boss Kizuna, some sort of sneak peek, some sort of tease or whatever it is. But I mean, that's more of a nitpick. Right. But, you know, like Todd said, the video showcased our 3 anniversary national legends, not a trio unit, you dummies. As we've... Imbeciles.
Yeah, peanuts. Smooth brain. My guys get smooth peanut butter and crunch it. Horrendous. But, it was a good video. We got all the news, but alright. I'm just cock teasing everyone right now. Let's just jump right into Luffy, Law, and Kid. Our 3 7th Anniversary Legends.
All right, hang on. Before we talk about what they do and all that, just saying it. Which one's your favorite?
Ooh, dude, after seeing those Kid videos, bro, Kid is a demon. Kid is a demon, but I think overall Law seems to be like the he seems to be like that dude. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like if you were to pick one of the three for like long term, I think Law is that guy. Where are the rest of the crew?
As well.
Todd, you got Law?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think Law's the best, but I low-key kind of want Luffy. When he's not broken.
Yeah, when he's fixed. We'll get into that, though. We'll get into that. All right, Knight, Mr. God tier Annie Sugofest. What are your thoughts? Who would you take out of, or who would you have wanted out of the three before you pulled?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I was wearing my kid hat yesterday. The other day. So I think I would have wanted Kid more, But I guess I went with Law because like he just ended up being the guy. So
he's that dude. He is that dude. Yeah. Law is mighty powerful there. But without further ado, gentlemen, I want to give a shout out to Flame. By the way, he did call that these 3 units would be Super Sugofest exclusive, which pisses me off. I'm so mad you're right. When you messaged me as soon as we found out as well, and you're like, hey, bro.
I was waiting, bro.
Man, I had the message written out and everything. It was waiting to hit enter. There's no way. They actually went ahead and did this, though, which to me is bonkers. To make these Legends Super Sugofest
when you look what they
units,
do, though, I can understand why they're
I agree. Last Tap is a very exclusive, like, it's broken. It's very powerful, so it makes sense, right? But, alright, let's just jump into it. Quick Monkey D. Luffy 6-star unit. He is the 7th Anniversary Legend. He is a free spirit fighter. He has Hunger, Slotbind, and Last Tap. He's captain. Quick free spirit and fighter characters attack by 5x, HP by 1.3. Increases appearance rate of recovery orbs, and crew will treat recovery orbs as beneficial. Consumes a recovery orb even with a perfect. What are you guys' thoughts there?
It's weird though.
He has a great captain effect.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, I'm having lots of delays.
Okay. I guess I'll go then. Yeah, Knight actually mentioned this to me. I remember when I was talking to Knight about it, I was like, oh yeah, I think his classes are great. But then Knight mentioned to me that fighter, besides Bonnie, no, it wasn't Bonnie, it was somebody else. But
no, Bonnie.
The last like fighter legend was like Sanji Pudding or something on JP. It was like a really long time ago. Yeah, so I mean the quick and the other class is super good. Fighters like kind of sketch, but I think Luffy's like increasing the rate of getting RCB orbs is super good. I think he would have been like super busted if he also increased RCV. Yeah, because that would have been like crazy. But yeah, overall I think it's really good.
I think Todd, before your internet jabronied, you're mentioning like the lack of utility. I think you said or whatever. Was that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like a piece of utility.
That's what I thought. I totally agree with you there. Like I think what Coruscant, the JP player, in his YouTube video, he mentioned that all 3 of the Annie Legends have really simple captain abilities. Like they're all very straightforward, which I think is a positive thing. But at the same time, if Luffy had removed arbitrarily like 10 turns of hunger or some shit like that, right? Or, had done some sort of reduction thing, I feel like it's not even like a thing you have to worry about. It's just an extra thing that adds onto his kit. But I think the lack of utility in his captain ability kind of withdraws from him just a tiny bit.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's still powerful. Like they're all flat 5x captains, which, from having versus legends such as obviously like Ace Akainu, Kaido, Big Mom, 5x captain flat rate is insane. Like the damage output is obscene.
They're obviously they're the first non-versus legends that are just flat 5x's.
But they are super tight. Super Sorry, Super Sugofest exclusive though. So you have to keep that in. We have to keep that in mind as well.
I thought you were gonna say Super Sugofest Super Types.
Hey, they are Super Sugofest, Super Type, Super Duper. Okay, let's go. All right, special. 300 times characters attack and type establish all enemies for 1 turn. Boost the attack of quick, free spirit, and fighter characters by 2.5x. And depending on the number of recovery orbs consumed, increase own base attack. And I think that caps out at plus 1,000 base attack with 10 recovery orbs. What do you guys think?
So I think that's kind of boring. Like, it just, a lot of the time it's just damage and like the attack boost is nice.
Yeah.
But like the fact it doesn't really help out your team that much aside from that.
I agree.
Which
I
is
think
kind of annoying.
Quick super type like this Luffy gives me very Stampede Luffy kinds of vibes. In the sense that like
at least the attack boost is for all characters.
exactly,
like,
you
nice.
know, but he gives me the vibes in the sense that like he's still very focused on boosting himself with that own. Like imagine if instead of that was plus 1,000 to himself, it was like a new buff where it was everyone got a base attack boost of like some amount, right? That would have been like that would have been so much damage output, like extra damage output, you know? I feel like that would have been way cooler than just making it on himself. I don't know. I guess it kind of mixes in with his last tap, but at the same time, they needed to do something
make his
more.
damage go through normal attacks only, or something like that.
Yes, like that,
nice.
something like that. You know, make his tap be rainbow when he attacks or whatever. Like affinity.
That would have been sick, dude. That would have made him broken. Oh my god.
Yeah, that would have been a bit much.
I don't know, but I think you need to do that though. First of all, he's a 7th anniversary legend. He's a Super Sugofest exclusive. So once Annie leaves, these 3 legends won't come back potentially for a long time. On Global, it'd be back next month, but on on JP, it probably won't be back for like maybe 6 months. How long was the wait between Roger and these units? Like 6 months, right? 5-6 months or so.
Yeah.
On JP.
Yeah, on JP.
Yeah, they
sorry,
haven't had them since like New Year's.
yeah, exactly. So like around 5-6 months in total. So like, these units have to stand the test of time for a minimum of 5 to 6 months. I don't know. Like, I don't know. The special's good, but it needs something else. It needed something else to make it spectacular.
Hey,
What do
at
you-
least he kind of like makes up for it with his PvP stuff. But...
Oh no! That's dirty. Don't discuss none of that. That is dirty.
Yeah.
All right, his super type stuff. Pretty simple condition to fill. Plenty of all the straw hats are there. They include Jinbei. Shout out my fish man over there. His super type is -1 cooldown to quick, free spirit, and fighter, and for 1 turn plus 1.0 to chain. Pretty good super type though, all things considered.
It might honestly be one of the best super types in the game.
This is what Sweet Commanders needed. Something like this for their super type
Well,
ability.
Sweet Commanders are chain boosted with their special.
That's true. Maybe yeah, fair. I don't know. I think it's good.
I think it's good. I think it's weird that he has the cooldown reduction and not somebody like Kid.
That makes sense.
Even yeah.
I guess it's kind of like a way to get around maybe special rewind. Maybe something along those lines potentially. Just another extra like little quirk about him.
Yeah, they probably wanted to make it so like when it actually works, you'd be able to get off both of the attack stat boosts.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into the meat and taters of this. This is where Luffy shines. His Pirate Rumble stuff. So his special is a level 10. It is on a 26 CT. He is a level 7 attack up to himself for 5 seconds, which is bonkers. 2x character attack in damage to enemies in a large range, and 70% chance to put haste on 2 quick allies. What were they thinking?
Yeah, like you have to pull him.
He's a bit. Sorry, I'll get into his ability real quick, and then we'll jump into it. His ability is level 5 HP up to quick allies, level 5 HP up to himself. When an ally is defeated, level 5 attack up to himself. When remaining time is 70 seconds or less, level 7 speed up to quick allies. Fuck. That ability is so broken as well. Alright, special. Haste is busted. Haste is so broken.
Especially when you got Magellan hanging around.
Naked, but you can run both of them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you versus a team like with those two and like the other crazy quick units. Like I'm pretty sure like you're probably not even gonna get a special off.
That's it, bro. Like imagine if like Magellan hastes Luffy, and then Luffy could haste Magellan again. You know what I mean? Like you could have this.
It'd be over.
You could have this infinite loop of like bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean? Like I reckon there's probably like they probably have something in the code that doesn't let that happen. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But
It is Crews we're talking about.
Yes, that is true. You know what? Fuck it. That's probably what's gonna happen. Exactly. I'll wake up tomorrow morning and see a Snafking video about the quick team again and see absolute busted. But level 7 attack up to himself. And that happens before he does the 2 times character's attack in damage to enemies in a large range, which is great. Large range usually will generally cover the whole team. Like a lot of the time it will. So that's a big damage output.
Yeah, large range is great.
And his ability being an HP up to quick allies plus himself, so he gives himself 10 HP up. And when an ally is defeated, he gets level 5 attack up permanently.
Yep.
So does this work when he's on the bench though? So like if an enemy, if an ally dies and he's on the bench, does he get level 5 attack up? Because you could
run some like cheese on the front and then just come in with like
level
10 or level 15.
That's
straight away.
literally what I was thinking. You could run a team of like Kaido, Akainu, Magellan, Luffy, and let's say Queen, right? And then the 2 front units are 2 fodders. You put Luffy in the 7th slot, so those 2 units die. He comes in with level 10 attack up to start off with, plus all the extra attack ups he gets. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Come on, dog.
It does work that way. That's actually nuts.
Like, that's not okay. He's immune to Special Seal, and he reduces 30% of incoming damage from strength units. So strength still down horrendous on PvP, but...
Strength sucks so bad.
I mean, what do you guys think?
Better than Dex.
Bro, yeah, exactly.
True.
Alright, what do you guys think about this Luffy unit? Out of a score of 1 to 10, 1 being horrible, 10 being the best legend in the game, what do you guys think?
For everything or just PvP?
His whole kit, everything, the whole unit in general.
Okay.
Give him a 9.
Ooh. Do you think he's a tier 0, Todd? Would you put him in your tier list as a tier 0?
He'd be very close. I'm not too sure. I'd have to have a good think about it, but he'd be close.
Flame, what do you think?
My tier 0 is now top 5 best units.
Yeah, I think that's a fair way.
I'd say like, is he top 5 best unit in the game? That's a hard one.
On JP? I don't know, bro.
It's tough.
Flame, what do you think out of 10?
I would give him like just without PvP, I'd give him an 8.5, but including PvP, I'd give him like a 9.5 because his PvP kit's just gonna be like basically.
If you pull him, if you have the quick team already and you pull him, it's over. Like save your quick material for this guy, like right now. Global players listening for sure. Knight, what do you think though, Mr. JP? Overall, out of 10.
I'll give him like a 9.75, something like that.
9.75. That's not particular.
Just give him something nice like that.
Man's gonna give Kid like a 9.72 or something.
I heard him cut off for like a second, and I thought he said a 7. I was like, what?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think Luffy's a 4 out of 10. Like he's alright. Alright. Mr. Trafalgar D. Law, aka the Dex Man, aka Cerebral Slasher, the next legend in the 7th anniversary roster. I'll do Captain and Special together, and then we'll discuss that. So his Dex is a Cerebral and Slasher character. Dex Cerebral Slasher characters attack by 5x, HP by 1.3. Crew will treat Strength and Quick Orbs as beneficial. He heals 0.5 times the captain's recovery for each perfect hit this turn at the end of the turn. His specials cut 10% HP of one enemy that will ignore any defensive abilities. Changes own orb to Dex orbs, including block. For 1 turn, boost the attack of Dex Cerebral Slasher characters by 2.75. He ignores ignoring debuff protection on enemies, and inflict increased incoming damage debuff of 1.5x for 1 turn. Lads, what are we thinking? How are we feeling about lore?
That's a really good kit.
Finally, we have a Dex legend that's good. Oh my, we have waited. We have waited years.
Previous to this, we had Zora, right, who was like centered around taking damage, which is obviously not something you want to be doing too often.
Yeah.
And then you had Kid, who was a really squishy captain. But now we've got Law, who has pretty good health boost and good healing mechanics. So it's great.
He heals.
You got Hawkins, man.
Bro,
Who? Get him out of here. Yeah, you know, you got Law here. You got a 5x captain again. Flat boost is fantastic. 1.3 times HP boost, and he heals with perfects as well. Like, any treat strength and quick orbs is beneficial. I think it's fantastic. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that part's really underrated. A lot of legends that come out like as of recently don't really make a lot of orbs count as matching anymore.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. I agree too. His special's kind of straightforward again. Same kind of thing, except he gives an attack boost, but he also gives a conditional boost, essentially. Does the incoming damage... Go for it, sorry, Todd.
No, I love that he does the health cut, because that means you can put the support Sengoku on him. Yes, sir.
I didn't think about that. That's very smart. I didn't think about that at all. That's and he changes his own orb to Dex. Oh my days. Yeah. Todd's brain is huge. They did that on purpose. Huge, they did that on fucking purpose too. You know that.
The only thing is when is Japan getting supports in Goku?
No, wait.
Yeah.
Never.
Well, you guys won't get custard then.
Oh, come on. We'll trade. Bro, I'll trade any day. Bring custard home. Right, okay, so I was gonna ask, does the increased incoming damage debuff count as a conditional boost?
No.
It's its own thing. I think you could stack them.
That's poggers. This guy is fucking broken.
It's the same thing as Kaido's.
Yeah, that's broken. This guy is busted. I think, like, because it doesn't count as a conditional, that's just an extra, like, 50% damage. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, that's insane, right? That's so much more damage added for nothing. Like, literally for nothing.
The thing is like, this is just comparing, like, Luffy and Law. Is like, with all of Luffy's boost, like, the stat boost bonus, like, gives himself, like, the extra stats. But Law giving the increased damage taken to the enemy buffs the rest of your team.
Exactly.
It's huge.
You know, exactly right. And again, 2.75 times attack boost. Like, pretty good. I don't know, like...
Yeah, pretty good. Not bad.
It's weird that they boost attack the same thing, pretty much. Like, their specials are quite similar, in a sense there, but...
I'm glad their attack boost is rather than all boosted, though.
Oh, yes. 100% agree there.
Yeah.
Knight, you pulled Law. Spoilers, if people haven't watched his video yet. What are your thoughts so far using Law?
Best legend in the game.
Oh, shit!
Oh,
yo! Oh my! Feels Roger. Yo, okay, no.
Roger?
Back. You have to back your talk now. You have to back your talk. If you're saying he's the best legend in the game, how is he better than Roger? How is he better than Ace Akainu? All that kind of stuff. Like, what makes him stand out from the rest?
He has a D in his name, so that's why.
Roger.
Yeah,
Roger. He doesn't really have it.
Yes, he does. You're mad.
He's dead. He doesn't count.
He's dead. I'm dead. But for real though, what makes him stand out so much in comparison to the rest?
I don't actually think he's like the best in the game.
No, this guy's capping. He's actually capping.
I'm not capping, but I'm just saying.
All right.
I'm talking my shit.
Hey, bro, go off, kid.
Hey, this is coming from the Law #1 fan.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's some biased here right here. What are you gonna say, Flav?
I think it's worth mentioning because you guys said you said it's kind of like weird that they're all attack boosters.
Yeah.
But I think in this case it's actually good because he works very well with Zoro, and Zoro's also a super type requirement for him. So it kind
That's the
of brings
problem
him
with
back a
decks
little
in
bit.
general, because decks have so many orb boosters and like hardly any good attack boosters.
Which is
so this
fantastic.
great.
Yeah.
So
All right, let's
pretty good.
jump into his super type. So super type condition is the supernovas, so pretty easy to fulfill there. He heals 25% of max HP value that will overheal, changes block orbs to matching for 1 turn, locks orbs, and then super type dex characters. That's really good. It's a very good super type ability.
That's nice.
I like his super type ability. The only gripe I have with it is also with his special ability, but I know they did it like that because a lot of all 3 of them are kind of like the last tap, so it's like self-centered.
Yeah.
But I wish he was like Bonnie and his like special ability manipulated all orbs, and then his what's it called? His super type would do the block orbs, so you can get all of the orbs.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not bad, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up the same thing. Like the fact that it only changes block orbs to matching is kind of a little frustrating, but
yeah, and then his special only does his orb.
His
so
orb,
it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of content though does try to throw the block orb at you, and there's isn't there like that new debuff as well for Arena Shinobu, where like she can make your orbs consider block orbs too.
Yeah,
there's a couple different things about that though, where he does have a 5x captain, so even if you don't have matching slots, he's still hitting really hard.
Correct.
Plus, he makes strength and quick matching as well. So Law will never have a badly matching slot anyway, and your dex units will never have badly matching slots. So it's huge.
Plus, obviously there's plenty of characters that will manipulate orbs and stuff like easily as well. Yeah, exactly. Like right there, you got a full board of rainbow orbs ready to roll. You know what I mean? Like, no stress there.
Huge. Roger super type friend cap.
That's true. I totally forgot to go through their last taps. We'll go back through their last taps at the very end. I because usually like I see like the limit break abilities, I'm like, oh whatever. Like I don't care about the limit break abilities, but but I'll go through them. We'll go through the last tap at the very end. And then his PvP kit puts him. So this is special. He is a 25 CT. His special is puts himself and 2 dex characters in character attack 1.5 times counter state for 30 seconds. He does 1.5 times character attack in damage to enemies in a sideways medium range. His ability is level 5 HP up of dex allies. When time remaining is 70 seconds or less, level 5 defense up of dex allies. And he's immune to paralysis and reduced to 30% of incoming damage from quick. What are you guys' thoughts?
No, Luffy.
It's not Luffy.
Right?
Look, I'm gonna be real. Law is built for defense teams and defense teams only. He's built like this because of the fact that his ability is an HP boost, and then after 70 seconds it's a defense boost. So you get a lot of like tankiness from him. Plus, he's special putting characters into a counter state, and that lasts for 30 seconds, and his CT charges 25. So you're going to have some overlap of units that have counter. I think the whole purpose of counter, I don't know how it works yet, but I think the way that it should work would be when a unit hits you, you counter that damage for 1.5 times that amount. So the fact that his ability boosts HP and defense, you're tanking a lot of damage, and then you're hitting that damage back. So 3 of your 5 units on the field will have counter when he uses his special. So he's very good at taking damage and then, regurgitating that damage back out. So I think Dex defense teams might be like really good now with Law's introduction, but obviously for attack, I don't think he's as well suited.
Oh, what if like you were using Hawkins, and what if Law applied it to Legend Hawkins, because Hawkins' special does provoke?
I think so like provoke is like the lock thing, right? It's like
where like
the
enemy's normal attacks have to target that.
Well, exactly. I was 100% then. I was just about to say like any Dex legend that like brings the damage towards themselves, if they get hit with counter, like it's busted. Like that's that's why I think like genuinely I think the Dex team could potentially hold out as like one of the best, if not the best, defensive teams. Because, you know, you have a lot of survivability. You have the ability to counter damage now. So, like, you know, these quick... Like, Luffy's going to come in and hit you for 10k. If you can somehow tank that 10k, you're hitting him back for 15. You know? So, like, there's a lot of damage output coming from that counter.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. I like it.
I think so, too. Anything else on Law? All right, we're going to give him our score. Law out of 10? What do you guys... What's the table thinking?
9.5.
Oh wait, are we doing last tap or just doing?
I'll go right through at the very, very end because I have them all up on a separate thing. Yeah. So what do you think about Law overall? So Todd said 9.5. Flame, what do you think?
Yeah, I would go 9.5 as well.
Knight, what do you think? He's gonna say some weird whack number, I reckon.
20.
All right, there it is. The Law is 20 out of 10.
21.
Oh god, all right, hold on. And to round up the Anniversary Legends, we have Strength Eustace Kid. He's not useless, he's Eustace. He's a Strength Striker-driven character. His captain ability is a -3 cooldown to himself at the start of the adventure. Strength Striker and driven characters attack by 5x, HA 1.3. When HP is 50% or lower, he reduces incoming damage by 25%. His special is when his HP is 51% or more, he cuts his own HP by 50% of the max HP value and he charges his own special to max. He does 100 times character's attack in typeless damage that will ignore any defensive ability and defense up. For 1 turn, boost the attack of striker characters, strength striker and driven characters by 2.5x. If an attack boost is already active, for 1 turn, he boosts those 3 strength striker and driven by 2.5x. He boosts the orb, of that. And if there's an attack and an orb boost, he gives a 2 times color affinity to strength striker and driven characters. Boys, Kid is
master.
Kid is Lightning McQueen. He is speed.
Ka-chow.
It's so true though. This guy is Speedy Gonzalez, bro. Like all the videos I've seen are insane. Like this,
he's beating Garp 15.
He can beat Garp 15 just by popping kid specials the whole time. Like
so dumb.
The fact that it's so good.
And another thing about it is even if like you're at a stage where you can't like launch any more specials, at that point you still have 2.5 attack, 2.5 orbs, and a 2 times affinity.
No worries. No worries, right?
And he's got a super type that gives him matching slots.
Bro, he's so good. Like he seems very fun. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can cheese so much content with this character. Like I've seen like so many forests, like mid to high tier forests cleared with Kid. He can basically just he's basically I feel like he's a very good he's on the par of like Legend Kaido if he won. The amount of damage output you can do, the amount of times you can pop his special. Granted, you do need some specific units in order to make it happen. I believe like is it V2 Vivian Shira Mancherry is the one. That kind of So you kind of need them as a precursor if you want to like abuse Kid, but like even if you could take a little bit more time, maybe even use like Luffy Sanji potentially to get that heal slot. You get the overheal as well, blah blah blah. You know, like there's plenty of ways to maximize use out of this unit, and it's just bonkers.
And he boosts strength and driven, which are pretty crazy.
Yep. Driven's fantastic. Strength does not need any more help, but continues to acquire it somehow. So
just imagine if Law was the strength one.
That's not okay. that wouldn't be okay. Like no. Don't.
It's also worth mentioning Kid works with all of those versus units.
You're right. I didn't think about that, actually. You're 100% right.
Well, not Ace, though, right?
Ace's strength.
Well, strength.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can
Ace
use
doesn't
his
have
chain
the
set.
Kid, right?
Yeah, you get the
Well, you
chain
can
set
like
from
use it as
Ace.
a sub.
Because like, Ace is an all booster for Shooter Free Spirit, right?
Yeah, but you can still use
Yeah.
his chain set.
That's true.
Is it if the captain's orb is strength, you get the chain thing? Is that what it? How
Yeah.
does it work?
If
Is
the
it
captain's,
actually-
I think it's if the captain's orb is strength at the time of the special is popped, then you get the chain boost.
Yeah,
That's why Ace's versus ability is like you get a full board of orbs
true.
or whatever. Because you pop the versus ability, then you pop the special afterwards.
I forgot about their versatility. Yeah, that's crazy.
Look, I think like it goes without saying that Kid is very good. Is Kid better than Law though? I don't think so.
In some aspects, yeah.
I think Law will age better, but I think Kid gets hard fucked by wait, does he gets hard fucked by NAO though? That's the only concern.
Yes, that's correct.
He gets hard stops by NAO. But again, you can still pop his special 3 times. You're gonna get an attack orb and color affinity.
That's like the mindset of like you doing the cheese. If you don't even have to do the cheese for him to be good.
Yeah,
right?
correct.
He's still a 5x captain. All the boosts and everything. Like he's still
That's like
fantastic.
people saying, "Oh, Bullet is bad because of NAO." It's like, no, you're stupid. Bullet
I mean, I think it would be a stretch to say he gets countered by NAO because that's just like a minor part of his kit.
Bullet is still once again buffed by these units that have come out. Bullet and Kid, Bullet and Kid, you're bugging.
You can use Bullet with Luffy too.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's a Bullet the king. Bullet the best unit in the game. I swear to God. Bullet's my #1 legend. All right, Kid's super type. So, super type condition, his special has to be triggered twice. Pretty cool. And his super type special is changes to all orbs to matching orbs and reduces 3 turns of burn. Pretty neat. Pretty straightforward.
Burn's pretty odd, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's a stretch. I don't know, but I mean, 3 turns of burn reduction in a super type special, though, I feel like that's very helpful in that sense there. Imagine if he locked orbs. If he locked orbs as well.
It's like you'd like to take components of all the other legends that debuted around him and put it onto this character.
Yep. He's still very...
It's interesting the way they've done it.
I don't know.
Because like if they took away the burn, like if you could apply any other buff or debuff removal instead of the burn effect that he has that isn't on one of the other debuting legends, what would you want? Like that's the thing. I wouldn't even know.
What would suit him? Maybe barrier. Right. Maybe I know, but his special goes through barrier. I don't know.
That's interesting. Or just like remove all enemy barriers completely. That'd be crazy.
That's what I think would be pretty neat. I mean, obviously his special goes through. He ignores defensive abilities and such, but does that include barrier? Usually defensive abilities as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
What if it was like a damage reduction or something?
That'd be neat. If it was like 50% damage reduction on top of his 25% he gets from...
Yeah, that'd be nice, actually.
Yeah, I think damage reduction would have fit just as well, if not better. Maybe 3 turns of damage reduction as well. Or something, I don't know, like some... Like, if it, like 3 turns damage reduction, so you can go through to the next stage or whatever. So if a unit has like death damage, you could cover yourself there, but... I guess that's niche. That's niche. But still... Regardless, very, very good. I think something to also mention that we haven't is each of these units in the crew will treat their respective color as beneficial for the crew. So Luffy treats Quick Orbs beneficial, Law will treat Dex Orbs beneficial, and Kid treats Strength Orbs as beneficial for the crew. So just like...
Oh, that's insane. I didn't actually realize that.
Yeah, so it's very, very good. Like if they're on I think like Luffy as a... Like on the crew versus being a captain, like it's very versatile.
Like
there.
That actually just makes Law plus the Sengoku support even better.
Yep. Yep. Because if he's on the crew, he's now full board of orbs now because Dex gets counted as beneficial. Right. So very, very powerful. There's supports of stat boosts, which is kind of lame, but I mean,
was like Roger, right? Roger.
Yeah, Roger's a stat boost as well. But like Kid supports all strength units, Law supports all dex units, and Luffy supports all quick units. So
yeah, that's
pretty good there. But Kid's PvP, he's on a 32 turn CT, so kind of high. But his special is a 1.5 times character attack in damage to enemies facing forward in a medium range that will ignore defense. And he applies a level 3 defense up to strength allies for 10 seconds. And then his ability is a level 7 attack up to strength allies. And his resistances is immune to movement seal and reduces 30% of incoming dex damage.
His passive is pretty bland, actually. Only level 7 attack.
If it was like level 7 attack, level 7 HP, or level 7 attack, level 3 speed, you know, some extra like additive to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say like level 7 attack, level 2 or level 3 CT up for strength.
Oh yeah, like strength would have become a lot more powerful, you know. But
that would have been way better. Yeah.
His special is very good though.
But
his special can be chucked on. He can be a bench unit for any team, easily.
He can still be put on a driven team.
He can be put on any team, really. Like as long as he gets an attack boost of some sort. You know, the fact that his 1.5 times attack goes through defense, the only thing that's stopping him is if teams have really high HP up. Because then they'll have a lot of HP to tank the hit. But regardless of that, though, going through defense is very strong. I mean, like, I believe this is the first special, Pirate Rumble special that goes through defense. So, very concerning for the future of Pirate Rumble units then. Because that's
interesting. I like that they're introducing new mechanics to Pirate Rumble. That's really cool. I like that.
You know, there's a lot more. Pirate Rumble on JP seems way better than anything we have on Global. Like, there's such a obviously
I come up against the quick team.
Yeah, you just avoid those. You just go quick on quick. Who got the best quick units? Who's maxed out the quick units more? Who has better RNG?
Yep.
All right, lads.
Pretty much.
What's your rating for Kid? Out of 10? Out of 10?
No, 9.3.
9.3. Flame, what do you got?
I got a 9.
Knight?
I'll give him a 19.
Wait, so Luffy was a 9.75, Law was a 20, and Kid was a 19.
Yeah.
Alright, there you go. Someone write those down. But one thing we didn't get into is the new mechanic of Last Tap. Whoa! So Last Tap is a new mechanic in the game where we've speculated for time now. We didn't know if it was going to be purely cosmetic or if it was going to be damaged or special based. Turns out it's actually both. We get a unique special animation. Plus we also get each of them comes with a little bit of a buff. So I believe the way the Last Tap mechanic works is the character Last Tap mechanic has the ability to attack last for the effect to work, and so they have to attack last, and the Last Tap gives that particular ability, and it has to be on the final stage, or they're at least specified to be on the final stage as of now. Maybe in future it might be different. But speaking on that though, Luffy's Last Tap, this is a limit break ability by the way. And we'll get into that and the controversy surrounding that too. But Luffy's last tap at level 1, for 1 turn he provides himself with a 300 base attack to himself, and this stacks with his special. At level 2 he changes the orb. He changes to a matching orb, and for 1 turn he applies a 500 base. Level 3 he changes matching orb, including block orb, and applies 700. Level 4, he changes same thing, but 1,000 base attack. And then level 5, he changes his own orb to a 1-0 orb. And then he applies 1,000 base attack boost to himself. What are you guys' thoughts on Luffy's Last Tap ability?
It's cool, but not that excited for it, honestly.
I don't know. Like, I think Luffy is a very selfish legend. I think like you, I think Todd, you mentioned it like all Flame. It was like all the anniversary legends are very self-centered because of the Last Tap mechanic, but at least Kid and Law kind of provide a little bit more for their crew. Whereas Luffy, I feel like is just purely about his own damage output.
Yeah, they should have made Luffy's special more centered around the crew if they're so focused on last tap.
I think like if
Um,
Luffy, I don't know. What are you gonna say, Flame?
I think it's worth mentioning regarding like last taps. Luffy's is the most consistent, like because at least with his, there's nothing that
Yeah.
can specifically counter it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
you'll always get the stat boost and you'll always get the Wano Orb no matter what.
As long
So
as
I
it
think
works.
that's a plus.
As long as it
Yeah.
works in game. Just as a forewarning, it might be fixed.
Yeah, as long as it works.
Yeah, it might be fixed by the time the podcast comes out. I doubt it though. But as far as we know at the moment, the base boost from Luffy's last tap is not added to his attack at the moment. I think that's right. Yeah. So the base boost that plus 300 or whatever from level 1 is not currently added to his attack at the last tap.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
So
Of course.
when it does actually get fixed, I'm very curious to see how much damage he's actually gonna do.
Crazy
He's
amounts.
gonna hit like a truck.
Yeah.
I've seen
Like
like
I want to
feel
see
like-
like how he does against like type disadvantage too.
Yeah, that's the thing, because I feel like the way that law's structured, I feel like he's always going to be useful, even if you are attacking with type disadvantage. But of course, it is dependent on the enemy you're going up against.
Mhm.
And then Kid is, I mean, we'll get to the specifics of each of the other ones in a little bit, but like Kid is a bit of an offset. He's a bit of a weird one. We'll get to him, but you're right. Luffy's is the most consistent because like you're gonna get the Wano slot, you're gonna get the base stat boost. He's always gonna be hitting hard. Is very true.
assuming you use the tablet and you pull 3 dupe copies, but but
Yeah.
yeah, very consistent though. All right, law. So same thing. Last tap limit break ability at level 1. He does additionally 5% of the enemy's HP to total damage. And then at level 2, it's 7% of the enemy's HP to total damage for 1 turn, reduced defense to 0. Level 3 is 10%, reduced defense to 0, and then boost attack against enemies with defense down by 1.75. Level 4 is 15%, 1 turn of defense to 0, and then defense down by 2x. Level 3 is 20%, defense to 0, and then attack by 3x. What are you guys thinking?
Yeah. Huge, massive.
Lots of damage.
I would have preferred if it was another conditional, so he could get it more often, I guess, or something else.
Yeah.
So is this
go for it? Sorry.
Does this one work? Does this one work similar to like Kid? I mean, we'll get to him in a bit, but you know how like if you use another chain effect, this overrides it. Does that mean that if you use another conditional boost, this overrides it at the end? Do we know that?
I'm not sure yet.
I
So
wouldn't know.
I'm
Because
reading. So I'm
Can't
reading
stack
the.
another conditional on top of it, then it kind of hinders it a little bit.
So I'm reading the some of the notes from shout out Fader Muffins. His last tap percent HP cut bypasses NAO. The timing of when the HP cut is calculated is not what we expected. The percent HP cut is based on current HP right before the last tap begins attacking. The meaning that percent HP can only be amplified, only amplifies damage for Law and not for the whole crew. Law's HP cut bypasses increased defense, damage reduction, damage threshold, and barriers. Damage immunity is unconfirmed. Law's defense down does not bypass immunity, and Law's conditional does not stack or override other conditional buffs no matter what. There you go.
Okay.
That answers your question. I guess that's what Knight was just mentioning earlier. Like, I don't know. Like, it's the fact that the defense then does not bypass immunity. Kind of lame.
Yeah.
Because you just lose out on so much damage. I would have wished they would have said fuck it. Like, when you use Law's last tap, at level 5 at least, maybe add a little caveat and say, defense down to 0 and bypasses immunity. At least for level 5. Maybe not for all of them, but at least for level 4 or level 5. Because, like, getting hit with immunity, like, come on, dog. I don't know. Like, you just lose out on a lot of damage.
If you're gonna use another conditional boost on your team, then Law will use that conditional boost for his damage. But at the end of the day, you're still getting the 20% of the enemy's health as guaranteed damage, which is
and
still
that goes through
significant.
everything and NAO, which I think this is like.
Right.
I think is this the first kind of HP cut / thing we've seen go through NAO? Is there something that I'm forgetting that goes through NAO as well? Ah, right.
Blackbeard's captain effect in it, bypass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a lot. 20% HP cut through NAO, and it's not even a special. Like, it's very good.
Yeah, it's
It's a lot of damage.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys mentioned it because I zoned off for a second, but he also has barrier pen, right? So the normal attack only also, I mean, would his attack also go through the barrier pen and the normal attack only? Because that's kind of crazy.
I think his.
Yep.
So I know his HP cut bypasses barrier, but or they're saying, or perhaps it's just because of the barrier pen tablets. I was like, yeah, but. Either way, like, bypassing barrier and bypassing NAO is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, Kid. So same thing, limit break ability. Level 1, his own attack will do AoE damage, which is pretty cool. Level 2, on the last tap, he boosts his chain to 3.5, and then his own attack's AoE. And then level 3 is 3.75 chain and AoE. Level 4 is 4x chain and AoE. And then level 5 is 4.5x chain and AoE damage to all enemies. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's the problem with there's not too many stages that have like multiple enemies on the final stage. There's a couple you can definitely find, but
yeah,
if you do get to that situation where there are multiple enemies, like Kid hitting last with a 4.5 chain, all of your boosts active, that is going to be so crazy.
Yeah,
like actually insane. But
so
it's just how common that's going to be.
Kid's AoE bypasses NAO. His chain lock works like any other chain lock. His chain lock will override any chain multipliers, including other chain locks and boosts. If you hit a miss on your second last attack, Kid's chain lock will still apply for his last tap. And then did not confirm yet how his AoE works in breaking barriers. Okay. So, I mean, like, it's pretty good. I think, like, so the issue that's been brought up a few times is with with units having, like, chain multipliers and such. Obviously, with your last tap with Kid, you'll most likely have a higher chain multiplier than a 4.5x. Like, albeit if you're using Sugar, for example, and you pop like you pop the special to turn into toys, the last hit's like way higher than a 4.5x. So people are do you guys think that do you think it's an issue that it overrides the chain lock there, or do you think it's not even a worry at all, or what do you guys think there?
I don't think it's that big of a deal, honestly. I think people kind of playing it up to be something significant. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And look, even if it is that big of a deal, like, just don't attack with Kid last. I don't know.
I don't know. Like, I think it's one of those. It's one of those annoying things where it's like, remember, like, what was it? Was it V2 Akainu that no one buffed the no one used the limit break tablets on him? So the barrier pen tablets on him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I swear, people are going to try to run the argument of like, nah, don't level up your last tap on Kid because of this one situation. Shut up. Like, don't talk.
Yeah, it's just good.
Yeah, I mean, they act like 4.5 is like 2.5. Like,
exactly. It's like, bro, it's 4.5, dog. Like, what you talking about, man?
It's the highest chain lock you can get in the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's without boosts. Like, if you went in with no chain lock at all, your Kid's doing a 4.5 chain lock to himself. Like, that's insane.
Yeah. I guess the only thing that really sucks about Kid's last tap is considering most people are only gonna have one copy of him.
Yeah.
Basically, his last tap's 95% of the time gonna be useless because, like Todd said, you're really not gonna run into missions with multiple enemies on the last stage, and you can only use it on the last stage, so that's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, exactly right.
If it was an activatable effect where you could like use it whenever you want, then it would be pretty bonkers actually.
That's what I was hoping last tap would have been.
That would be good.
I was hoping last tap would have been another like special esque style thing where when you pop it, you know, now you like if you hit the last tap with X unit, that'll do the, you know, the ability of that last tap. But it just turns out it has to be in the last stage. As far as we know, from now until, you know, the next couple units come out.
Imagine if it activated every turn.
No, shut up. Bro, Kid Special...
they wouldn't be as strong.
Kid Special already does that, though, you know? So, like, he can already AoE clear the whole level before when you get to the final stage. And then pop 3 specials on the boss and get attack, orb, and color affinity. And, you know, then last tap with him. Like, it's so bonkers, his kit, you know what I mean? Like, you attack... On the last stage, you just pop 3 specials, you get attack, orb, and color affinity, and then you last tap with him, and then you get a 4.5 times chain lock if you max it out, of course. Like, come on, bro. It's just not okay.
Yeah, but you don't want to level that up, right?
Yeah, exactly. You don't want... You're wasting damage. What if you use sugar? What if you're using sugar? Like, come on, dog. One thing to note is that all of their last taps will still proc if they're in toy form when using Legend Sugar, which I think is really neat.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's sick.
So, like...
Yeah, they can all use sugar.
Yeah, they all benefit from sugar as well. So, like, it actually works out fantastic for her. Just obviously you have to keep in mind that they have to tap last. So, they have to be in the bottom left-hand corner to benefit from that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. I just thought, imagine like you pop off
Luffy.
You have V2 Kaido's buff activated.
Oh yes,
because he's German.
I think, bro, Luffy on sugar teams, and the last hit, like in that bottom left hand corner, would be insane. When the stat boost starts working, like, bro, like, come on, dude.
You go to Kizuna, you bring Luffy, Sugar, and Kaido.
You're done, bro. That's
over.
You can kill like every stage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're good. Like, you'd be ready to go.
Then you run a Luffy friend captain.
Yeah.
Super tight with the train boost as well.
It's over.
Yes,
It's over, bro. We've got the strats, and that's Team Kizuna strats.
Imagine you were able to use like both of the captains last tap on the same turn.
No way.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be insane. That is a good point, though. What happens? Does the last tap disappear if the boss doesn't die? Or does it stay as a thing on the last step? Oh, well, that's sick. Because then if there's a revive mechanic, oh, well, too bad, bro. Like, you're good to go.
Get blasted.
Yeah, the second boss comes, he's like, what's up? You know, you get annihilated. All right, then, I'll ask the same question. Who holds it down out of the 3 last taps? Who do you think has the best last tap? Assuming Luffy's works as well, by the way.
I'm not going first.
I'm going with Luffy.
I'd agree. I think if you're talking about pure, like, damage, I think Luffy's last tap is obscene. There's so much damage output there. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I guess I'd probably say Luffy as well, since he's, like, consistent all the time.
Yeah. And that Wano slot
is
nothing to sneeze at. And that Wano slot is nothing to sneeze at too.
Mm-mm.
Wano slots are broken.
I think we should preface all of this at the very end of our conversation of last tap by saying these tablets are not farmable. You cannot acquire these tablets via treasure map, at least in terms of them being drops. Maybe in future they're rewards. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But at the moment, unless you pull duplicates, the highest last tap you can have is a level 2 because they're giving you 1 last tap slot, and that last tap tablet is golden, meaning that it is a guaranteed boost. Could that mean we could
guaranteed tablets in the future?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Hold on, like, about time. Like, maybe, like, who knows? I mean, fingers crossed, right? It'd be about time they introduced, you know, guaranteed limit break tablets and such.
That's true.
All right, and the question on everyone's lips, in everyone's mind, everyone's heart: Luffy, Law, or Kid? Who you taking? Who wins 7th Anniversary Legends? Who's the best legend out of the 3 of them? Knight, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Luffy, Law, or Kid, who you got?
Me on the spot. You don't want that to happen. I guess. I guess I gotta go with the boys still. Whoa!
All right. Knight takes Team Law. Flame, who you got?
It's hard because I think Law's the best overall, but this Luffy's PvP is so crazy. But I'm gonna go Law.
Okay. Todd?
Go.
Man, this is tough because like I love this about this anniversary is that all three of the units that have debuted are so different from each other.
Yeah.
But they're all still insanely good.
Yep.
I am biased for Law, but after all these conversations, man, Luffy might be the wave still.
Ooh. Spooky. I have to agree with what Todd said in the sense of like, you know, Luffy is a PvP demon. Law is Law I think will age the best over time. I think he's a very solid unit. And I think Kid is just a speed god. But I just have to go Law camp. I don't know. I think Law is a very solid legend. I think maybe when they fix Luffy's last tap, might be a different conversation. Yeah. And of course, when we start seeing level 5 last tap on Luffy, might be a completely different conversation in like a month or two's time. How about we do that? How about we try to remember in like a month or two, we come back and look at the 7th Annie units and see if any of our opinions have changed. We'll try to keep that in mind for future. Let's do that. Like there's nothing else to talk about there. No, there's still heaps to talk about. We got 4 rare recruits. Oh, sorry, not 4, sorry. We got 3 rare recruits being Zoro, Killer, and Jinbei. Shout out Dex rare recruits that don't exist. I don't know why the fuck they did that. That was very weird.
They made Koala Dex unit.
Yeah, that's fair. Zoro's special is reduces 5 turns of special seal, attack down on crew. For 1 turn, locks orbs, and for 1 turn, boosts the orbs of the crew by 2x. Killer's special is a 2-parter. The second part is -2 cooldown of the crew. Reduces 5 turns of paralysis and despair for 3 turns. Strength, dex, and quick units treat all colored orbs as matching. And then Jinbei is reduces 5 turns of bind on crew, reduces 5 turns of threshold damage reduction on enemies. When HP is 51% or less, heals HP 50% of the max HP value. For 1 turn, boosts affinity of normal attacks only of strength, dex, quick characters by 2x. Otherwise, 2 turns boost of color affinity for strength, dex, and quick by 1.75. They're all very good rare recruits, the 3 of them. I think they're all very great.
I don't know why Killer only makes strength dex quick matching. He should just make like all type orbs matching. That's weird.
So I probably read that wrong. He makes all colored orbs matching for strength, dex, and quick.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, I think I read that. I might have read that wrong.
I read it wrong. I think because I was reading it and I was like, I read it wrong. Yeah, no. Okay, no. Killer's actually good. Okay.
Yeah, they're all very good.
All actually, they're great.
It's a shame that it does seem like we are falling into this trend of rare recruits only being 5-star.
Right.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of concerning. Knight, how many multis did you did 10 multis, right? I think it was.
In my video, I did. What was it? I did 11.
Oh, okay. How did you find the rate of the rare recruits? Like, what did you think overall of the rate of the rare recruits?
I don't know. I didn't get a ton, but like after doing like some more pulls, I got like 2 copies of like all of them at least, except for did I pull? I didn't pull 2 Jinbeis yet, but I pulled like 2 of everyone else at least. Yeah.
Okay. We will get into the Sugofest. There is a free-to-play Kaido and Big Mom dual unit, which is just fucking weird, but, you know, it is what it is. Reduces 7 turns of bind on crew, changes all orbs to strength dex orbs for 1 turn boost orbs of strength dex and quick carries by 2.25, which is pretty insane for a free-to-play unit. 2.25x orb boost. And their captain is a 4.25x when they're in dual form. A free-to-play 4.25x captain is really good. So, you know, very awesome there. We have a Monkey D. Luffy 7th Annie login unit, which, by the way, to rub in more salt into the wounds of global players, is an Ichiban Kuji collab unit, I believe.
Let's go.
So, Global will not be receiving this unit ever. And then what everyone came for, the 3 limited rare recruit anniversary units, Reiju, Shirohoshi, and Rebecca. Reiju reduces 5 turns of defense up and percent damage reduction on enemies, changes empty block and bomb orbs to matching orbs, heals 30% of max HP value, and extends orb boost by 1 turn. Shirohoshi is a reduces 5 turns of heal block and 5 turns of resilience on enemies, heals 20% characters recovery that can overheal, changes adjacent orbs to rainbow orbs, and extends color affinity. And Rebecca is a 5 turns of bind and despair on crew, changes adjacent orbs to matching, and for 1 turn reduces incoming damage by 70% and extends attack boost. Lads.
Yeah, they're all great.
They're all great.
Am I like bugging out, or does like everybody get rid of bind?
You're bugging.
I feel like a lot of the units get rid of
A
bind.
lot of the units do get rid of bind.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
A lot of units do get rid of bind, yeah. Like there are a few units in this anniversary set that get rid of bind.
Oh yeah, a lot of them do.
They're all 3 fantastic units, and for 2 multis a pop on parts 2, 3, and 4, like very worthwhile. Very, very worthwhile.
They're probably going to be in like the boosted treasure map too.
Yeah,
They are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. There's no TM Sugos for Annies, right?
Yeah, generally there isn't. So
Yeah, except for 4th Annie.
yikes.
But that was a while ago.
That's it. That's all the units we've covered. It took us 45 minutes to get through all the units. But
you know what is something stupid about like this anniversary though is that if you pull new units, they don't come with ink effect max.
That is correct.
Oh really?
That's
yes,
like so
they
bizarre.
don't.
They haven't gave out ink effects since like Ace-Akine.
I still think it's weird though. Like
It's so weird.
Surely
Why?
anniversary units you max it
like,
out.
That's like that's like a really good incentive to like pull in the debut Sugos.
Exactly right.
That's so weird. Oh well, whatever.
Oh well, whatever
Yes.
indeed. But moving on from the anniversary units is one of the bigger talking points about anniversary is the Sugofest. So the Sugofest itself is going for a month long, and as we've mentioned, this is a Super Sugofest, like Flame predicted in the previous episode. Luffy, Law, and Kid are all Super Sugofest units, and alongside this, we have the return of Roger and Odin, coming back for the first time in 5 months on the JP version. So the information is all the parts start at the same time. There are 4 parts to this Sugofest. There's 15% red rate, so 3x. Part 1 has all legends pullable. Part 2, 3, and 4 have 30 legends total. Rebecca, Shirohoshi, and Reiju are available on, I think it's parts 2, 3, and 4. I believe that's how it was. And then new Luffy is available on parts 1 and 2 only. New Law is available on parts 1 and 3. And new Kid is available on parts 1 and 4. The part 1 structure is... There's no 1-gem multis. It's the first multi is discounted, and the rest of it is all 50-gem multis. Part 1 has just a bunch of random ass steps. 7th multi is 35% red rate, which is annoying because they should have done 77% red rate, but, you know, we move. The 20th multi on the part 1 is guaranteed to be either Roger, Odin, Luffy, Law, or Kid, which I think is really good. And then the 30th multi is guaranteed to be either Luffy, Law, or Kid. Part 2, you get Rebecca on part 2, Shirohoshi on part 3, Reiju on part 4. First multi is discount, second multi is either one of those characters in the respective parts. And then all the new legends are guaranteed on the 30th multi. Is it 30th or 25th? It better not be
25th.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is written wrong. So on the 25th multi, they're all guaranteed on their own respective parts. 30th multi, they're guaranteed on part 1. One of them is guaranteed on the 30th multi.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you guys think? I've heard a lot of controversy that this is the worst anniversary Sugofest we've seen. What are you guys' thoughts on this Sugofest overall?
Yeah,
It's pretty weird.
I would agree. It's pretty bad, in my opinion. I don't know. I feel like when you look at the like limited steps, like on part 2 through 4.
Yep.
There's so little. It's only on 7 and 20 when it should.
Super limited pool. Yep.
Yeah, super limited pool. It should be. There should be like at least 4. I feel like 4 is good.
But
and
even
there should be like earlier ones. Like
even that limited, like there's only one limited legend pool on multi 10. Like if you wanted to, maybe you could leave the limited on for 2 of the multis, right? But at least make the limited legend pool like five of the 25 multis or whatever. Like the limited legend had like, I think it was like 14 or 15 legends on it total, and then the super limited had like 8 or 9.
yeah.
So like you could have really dispersed that. I totally agree. Like they could have really dispersed that a lot more.
It's nothing like the New Year's Sugo. New Year's Sugo was so much better.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Not
think
too
this
sure, man.
the structure's a little frustrating.
The way to go is if you're the type of player that doesn't spend that much, probably better just to like go for like one of them. I don't think part 1 is really worth it.
Interesting.
Just in terms
So
of the rate.
So part 1, although there are all legends available, there are, I think, what is this, like 20 legends that are rated up. Prominent ones being obviously the 5 super type legends: Legend Moria, V2 Shiramancherry, Germa. Bonnie isn't in this photo as a rated up legend for some reason.
She's not rated up, but she's available.
She's available but not rated up.
I see.
So yeah, the prominent legends of the Super Sugos: Moria, V2 Shiramancherry, Germa in part 1. Part 2, the prominent legends are Luffy, Roger Odin, Magellan, I guess arguably Kaido, and Shanks Crew. I'd still argue is a fantastic legend to get. In
part 3 is the bonkers one.
Yeah, part 3 is kind of break. Now part 4 is what you mean bonkers. It's weird. Part 3 is
yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Part 3 is Law, Roger Odin, V3 Blackbeard, Zoro, Kaido vs Big Mom. And then part 4, which is just obscene, Kid, Roger Odin, Ace vs Akainu, V2 Vivi Rebecca, Halloween Law, Luffy Sanji, Sweet Commanders, Wano Law, and Sugar. Like that's super limited pool.
Pretty good actually.
That Knight was mentioning, super limited pool on 7th multi is guaranteed to be either Kid, Roger, Odin, Ace vs Akainu, V2 Vivi Rebecca, Halloween Law, Luffy Sanji, or Super Type Blackbeard.
A lot of characters for one pool.
It's a lot. It's a lot for super limited. But for like, because the part has 30 legends available, they limited it to what? 8 legends in the super limited pool. So I guess like they've cut the fat. They've very much so cut the fat.
It's just kind of annoying because like it's 15% red rate, but then they do 30 available legends, so the rate for each unit doesn't really change.
Correct.
From like a normal Sugo.
There's just less.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah. Also, one annoying part that I found was all 3 rare recruits are rate boosted on part 1, but then on each of the other parts, the respective rare recruit to the legend is rate. Actually, not even. Jinbei is rate boosted on Law's part.
Yeah.
And Zoro's rate.
It's very
still doesn't really make sense.
So, all right. Well, I'll say part 2 with Legend Luffy, Zoro's rate boosted. Part 3 with Legend Law, Jinbei's rate boosted, and then part 4 with Legend Kid, Killer is rate boosted. I don't like that. Don't do that. If you're making the rare recruit only 5 stars, don't limit the potential to pull them. Obviously, you can still pull them. Like you can pull all the rare recruits on any part, but the concern is that since the other ones aren't rate boosted, the odds of you pulling that rare recruit is just slim to none, I feel like. It'd be very hard to do so. Which I guess they're kind of probably their selling point on part 1, like where everything's available is the 20th multi and then all the rare recruits. Otherwise, I don't know. Like the Sugo's very lackluster.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
just-
tough.
There needed to be something a bit more. They need to reduce the amount of reds. They should have done what they did on New Year's, where it was like 15% chance with a 25 available legends. Like that would have been fine, or even 20 if they wanted to. But 20 to 25, there's what
I
they
don't
should aim
think we
for.
needed a part 1 that had everything. I don't think that was necessary.
Oh, I understand why they did though, because like some people just don't know what one they want, and they just want to like, oh, I'll just take my chances and I'll just go for all of them.
I don't know.
I can understand why they did it.
Yeah, I feel that.
I agree, but I begrudgingly agree with you. Like you're
I at least I like the fact at least that they didn't like separate each part for like different weeks.
Yeah, they put it all. Nah, when it comes to global
Yeah.
though, when it comes to global, wait a week between each part.
The only other good thing about part 1 is if you get lucky and you get Bonnie, considering she's not on any of the other parts.
Yeah,
I wonder who was lucky enough to do that.
Yeah, Knight,
Big man.
big
Yeah,
man.
some guy. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Knight, how? All right. Well, speaking on that though, how did your anniversary pools go?
But the first 11 went pretty good. No, I'm lying. The first 13 went pretty good.
Right. What'd you get?
I got Law, Miok, of all 3 rare recruits, all 3 of the girls, and then I got Moria and Bonnie.
Which is insane. like that's mad. Like that's so good. Very, very, very much congratulations. Some great stuff there. I don't know, man. Like, I still think it's a good Sugofest purely because the legends on the Sugofest, the anniversary legends.
But at the same time as well,
I don't know.
It's like the other thing as well is that you can't pull these legends from like.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yep.
Yeah.
You have to
that
pull.
Actually kind of sucks.
If you want want all 3 of them, too bad. You have to pull.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's a.
What are you gonna do, Knight? Are you gonna chase the other 2 or?
I don't know. We'll see. Because like I said before, on the GGP right after Annie, I don't want to do 40 multis again. So
yeah, exactly.
See, but I am still doing simples, but I'm not spending as much as I did last year.
Yeah, fair. No, I completely agree. There's been a lot of like gems though handed out and such, which has obviously been
the
fantastic.
amount of Twitter campaigns has been crazy.
Yeah. So there's lots of stuff there as well, but I don't know. Like if this exact Sugofest copied and pasted into global, what do you guys think? What will your guys' thoughts be there?
Personally, would probably do 7 on part 1 and see what happens, and then go from there. Because like I don't know as well. Because I really want to get all 3, honestly.
I mean, yeah, of course,
so that's
but
why I'd like to on part 1 to get one of them guaranteed, and then go from there.
I think my decision would very much be weighted based upon like where the legends stand on JP after like a couple months. Like if Luffy ends up becoming like if everyone consensusly says that Luffy's the best legend out of the 3, obviously I'll pull on Luffy. If it's Law, I'll pull on Law. If it's Kid, I'll pull on Kid. I don't know. I would love to be in the same boat like and get all 3 of them, but if push came to shove and I had to only get one, like, you know, it'd be heavily based upon what the consensus would be in terms of the quality of the legend.
Yeah. So we've got plenty of time before it comes to Globe.
Yeah, exactly right. What would you do? What do you think, Flame?
For me personally, as someone who's planning on skipping Zoro and Kaido and Magellan and all of them, if we get that part 1, man, Luffy, Magellan, and V2 Kaido on that banner.
The quick team's done.
Yeah,
like that's 3. That's 3.
I gotta pull on that.
Yeah, that's and the thing is, you know, you're pulling on Ace versus Kainu.
Yeah.
And then you could potentially walk out with Luffy, Kaido, Magellan, and then all you need is you chuck in TM Queen. There's your quick team. You're ready to roll. You know what I mean?
I was actually gonna mention this earlier, but I forgot. It's part 4 is like the PvE banner, and then part 2 is like the PvP banner, basically.
And then Law's just got
Law's just
Blackbeard.
that banner.
Law's got Blackbeard on his
banner.
banner. Feels bad.
No, we all love V2 Blackbeard. V3 Blackbeard.
That guy sucks dick. He sucks, bro.
Yeah.
He's still alright in PvP though.
That's true.
Yeah, I just hope it has better steps when it comes out on global.
One thing that I would have potentially liked them to do was, because it's anniversary, maybe have a shot to pull the exclusive legends on anniversary. Maybe if that, do you guys think that's too much of a stretch? Like make Legend Enel available, make Fire Tank Pirates available, make Sanji Pudding available. Just cause it's anniversary.
Got you. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean that would be nice, but they would never do that.
Yeah, of course not. But like, I feel like because it's anniversary, I would have really liked them to at least push and do that. Because then you could have easily, the same thing you were saying. Like, you could have put, Legend Enel on Luffy's part, and then you could have put Fire Tank Pirates on Law's part, let's say, and then Sanji Pudding on Kid's part, And it kind of
Fire Tank on Kid's part.
Yeah, something like that, right? You could kind of like, you could still like have
Putting on Law.
Yeah, you have one on each as well. So like, it's still hard to get them, but like, I guess then that kind of just throws away the whole notion of exclusivity to their particular content. Right. But I don't know. I think because it's anniversary, it should have been available like that.
Yeah, because in a way, if they did do that, and like, let's just say they did that every Annie moving forward, you can just kind of be like, oh,
wait till Annie. Yeah,
banners.
Fair,
yeah, because they're going to be on Annie.
Completely right. Completely right.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see there. Is there anything else to do with anniversary you guys remember, or we've forgotten to talk about? Anything of the sorts?
We didn't. I don't know if you guys really want to get into it, but we didn't really talk about like what last tap is like gonna do like for the game, because like I think it's kind of like a bullshit thing.
All right, go for it. Go off, King.
What do you mean?
Yeah, explain.
I feel like it's like, since it's going to be so limited, like I don't know, I feel like it's like a very scummy like method that they're going about, especially considering that apparently they're not going to be available in TM.
Correct.
As of right now, there's only these gold variants of the tablets.
Yep.
That they said is only going to be available in special limited events.
Yep.
So that means you can't get them in Kizuna, you can't get them like droppable in anywhere else.
Yep.
So that basically means we have to see how frequent they come out. Unless you spend like $1,000, you're not going to get these people level 5, which I think sucks, because it's like kind of a thin portion of the character's kit that they're just kind of like taking away from you.
I feel that.
Now, like other games, like for example, like Dokkan.
Yep.
Like Dokkan has a very similar system, but like you don't lose access to the whole mechanic because you don't have the dupe, which I think is pretty stupid on their part.
Yeah.
And I do hope that they make the tablets more available in the future, because a lot of people, like I'm telling you, like on global, a lot of people are just gonna be like level 1, and it's gonna suck.
Like forever as well. Like
it's gonna like change the game, because like when you make tier lists now, like a character can be completely different if you have them at level 1 or level 5.
Yeah, I don't think about it like that, because like the whole like factoring in, like, because like their level 1 last taps are all kind of like mediocre, but then like their level 5 last taps are obscenely powerful, like for the 3 of them, of course. So really, when it comes to like ranking them or like discussing them, you have to really be descriptive in terms of talking about what level last tap they are, and are they maxed out? Are they level 1? Like, it'll be a very contentious point.
I made the meme basically. I'm sure Toadskii knows this because he knows truth, but this is basically going to be the introduction of 55% showcases for Treasure Cruise.
You're so right as well, actually. Like, you're so correct. That's 5 videos right there for you guys.
Yeah. Level 2 last tap.
Level 2 last tap showcase. Level 3 last tap showcase. Level 4 last tap showcase. So I don't know. Like, I agree completely. I think what they should have done is they should have made them available as treasure map rewards for ranking, but like maybe top 500, top 700, or top 20%.
No,
you know what I
this
mean?
is another stupid thing I didn't mention. I feel like with the Big Mom and Kaido event that's up right now, like you only get one. I feel like they should have at least given you enough to max
Max
one
one character? Yeah, I agree.
Like why not?
I agree.
I feel like they'll probably give out more of them from like alliance rewards or something.
I do think this whole
Yeah, I would hope.
I do think this whole Kizuna, I mean everything is gonna, like, we can pivot into that now actually. So there's not a lot of news on it, but I think Todd, you were the one in the subreddit Discord that said that there's gonna be a Pirate Alliance Kizuna at the end of May. I think it was listed as, or whatever it was.
That's true.
So I do think that you're right in saying that. I think a lot of the potential of how frequent these tablets gonna be rides on how this whole Pirate Alliance Kizuna works, how the Super Boss works. Can the Super Boss drop the tablet? Like, I think how the rewards are structured, if there's gonna be a new reward structure. So I think a lot of it's gonna really ride upon whether or not, you know, this Pirate Alliance Kizuna is any different from regular Kizuna, or if it's going to be just the exact same.
Yeah. I would hope that there's some exclusivity with a pirate. But then again, does that mean that every Kizuna going forward is going to be an alliance?
I think so.
Not, right?
I think it will be. I think every single one going forward
I'd be down for it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but I think then, like, there's like this. I feel like there is an extra, like, added pressure though, with it being a team Kizuna every time, because there's going to be bounty on the line as well, and for people that are uber competitive, it's going to be important for people to rank high all the time and that kind of stuff. So I think you need a balance, but like I wouldn't mind if like 2 out of 3 of the Kizunas going forward were Pirate Alliance Kizunas, and then one of them was just a regular one or whatever. But I guess if the system's in place, why not use it, right? I don't see the reason to not use it.
Another thing worth mentioning is it would really be nice if they were frequent to like give them out, because the units themselves will not be frequent to pull. So
Correct.
It's not like you can get them on tickets or just pull dupes of them on any banner.
I think, yeah, you're making a very compelling argument here. I think it's definitely important to factor that in, which is why I'm hoping that this whole Super Boss type thing like drops tablets, or drops a really good drop of some sort, and then like for example, maybe these last tap tablets will be available from that, or maybe they'll be like, maybe you'll get Kizuna tickets for the regular boxes 1 to 7, but when you kill the Super Boss, you get Super Boss tickets or whatever, and then you can use those tickets to get rewards from like an exclusive Kizuna box or whatever. But I think that's putting too many eggs in the Kizuna basket. I think they just need to be like, every treasure map you can get one, maybe, or something along those lines, right? Maybe like at 7 mil or at 10 mil or whatever, they give you one tablet every treasure map to at least have some sort of extra frequency in terms of acquiring them.
Well, they are going to add the ones for Bonnie's Sting for the anti-heal, or
okay.
Reduction one.
That's good. That's good.
Gonna be in that one, but we don't know if Last Tap will be in there. Hopefully it is. That would be nice. But yeah,
I would just want at least one. If you have the 7 mil points, you get one. You know what I mean? There's at least there's now a little bit more incentive. You get the red ticket, you get the gems, but now you also get a last tap. You know, a last tap tablet. So then, like, obviously with time, you need to. That'd be 12 treasure maps, which treasure map is still a fucking broken game mode in the sense it's horrible. But at least there's like an incentive to go farm 7 mil if you really care about getting these last tap abilities maxed out. Like potentially in that sense, but
yeah,
I mean,
that would definitely be worth it.
Yeah, like I think that maybe doing that, because then obviously that's a year worth of treasure maps though, to max out 3 characters. By the time you max out 3 characters, I guarantee you there'll be 1 or 2 more characters with last tap as well. You know, so there's at least.
That's why I said it's a scummy mechanic.
Yeah, I think it's a very heavy pay to play mechanic. And even
Depends
people
how often they release this
correct
function though, because like I feel like, what if they only limit it to like Super Sugos only? That'd be interesting.
you'd probably see one every like 6 months then, at most.
Yeah.
If you were to say, like, if you were to argue that from now on, like for the rest of the game's duration, every JP anniversary will be a Super Sugofest, you'd get one there, and then potentially one on New Year's every year as well. You'd get one there as well.
I have something else I wanted to bring up as well. The
Sure.
fact that I don't know if it's in our questions or not. I haven't looked at all the questions
Go
yet.
for it.
But Super Swap.
We haven't really talked about that too much actually.
When are we getting a legend with Super Swap?
I will argue that if Whitebeard and Shanks don't come out One Piece Day, I reckon a Super Swap Legend will come out One Piece Day. That would probably be my guess.
Maybe another last tab.
What if they do?
May I, bro? Please no.
A dual unit with last tab. That'd be interesting.
Nah, honestly, I'm calling it One Piece Day last tab.
Yeah, probably. I mean, like they could have.
Then again, if they're gonna do the same as last year, if it's a simultaneous, Global won't have it.
They're gonna do what they with Law's PvP abilities and just have them non-existent for like 3 months, and then whoops, let them back.
God, dude, that would suck.
No,
like,
man.
like we would have the unit, and then like we'd pull the anniversary unit. So then like we'd have maybe like 2 or 3 units that we need the last tab tablets for. God, that would suck.
But that's a really good point, Todd. Like, when
What
are we
if they
gonna
do,
get
like,
a
an
legend?
after party? Because last year's anniversary, they had the super types, and then they had Kid and Hawkins debut like what 2 weeks? No, two
Yeah, I think-
2.5 weeks after.
I think there was a question
that, so-
about part 2 of anniversary, so maybe we'll leave
could
that
be.
discussion to the questions there. But I think that I would argue that that's a high potential that if they are going to do a part 2 of Annie, it should have a super swap ability, because that'd be dumb to be like, oh, we have this new mechanic, but then not release a legend that uses it to try to entice people to pull for the legend, right?
Bizarre.
All right. I think the last thing there from the news, at least, is Team Koala. So that silhouette is Team Koala. And if you guys predicted Team Koala, congratulations. You're a smart man. And then for this TM, probably because it's anniversary treasure map, limited reds. The point rewards will go up to 10 million. So that will give you 2 more red tickets and 10 more gems. And a bunch more limit break materials too.
Must be nice.
It must be nice.
Yeah, pretty nice.
It seems that hunger tablets are droppable on this treasure map for JP players, so good luck to you all.
Cool.
And then as a confirmation, the secret stages, so those for global players, that Christmas Nami that appeared on stage 1 of all the fights except the invasion. So that mechanic, if that happens, it will not drop a last tap tablet. It'll drop every other tablet except that one. So keep that in mind when farming as well. But I think that does wrap it up for news. But in other news, Global got a new story mode. Hey! So have fun with that one, Global.
Hey, global content. Let's go.
Let's go. Cleared in about 10 minutes. On JP, this is a little side note for those that are re-rolling accounts. You can get upwards of 220 gems for a re-rolled account right now. So, that's 4 multis in the anniversary and some. So, it's very good there. Very, very good. The Onigashima Island rewards are actually quite great. You can get a total of 80 gems, I believe, from the Onigashima Island. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but I believe it's about 80 gems or so from the Onigashima Island. So, and obviously other rewards as well. And to top it all off, we have a bunch of new Limit Break pluses. The Limit Break pluses being of legends, being Kuromasaki, V1 Nami, no, Onami, sorry, and Legend Lucy, which is just out of nowhere, but sure, why not? Kuromasaki gets her her Limit Break Plus before her 6+ version. So it'd be interesting to see what happens there. But she gets a boost to her captain ability now boosts 4.25 times instead of 4x. Onami makes strength and quick oils beneficial for the crew. And Lucy now reduces 2 turns of cooldown instead of 1. And then if you have no Psy or Int characters in your crew, he now boosts by 4.5x instead of 3.85, which is just a bonkers increase.
So good.
It's so much.
Yeah, he's really good.
-2 cooldown and 4.5 captain. Like, what?
And he minuses 1 cooldown on his special as well. Kuromasaki minuses 2 cooldown, which is pretty good for her special as well.
What is Kuromasaki's cooldown now?
Probably like 12 or 11.
12?
Would be my guess. Let me have a look.
Pretty
See.
good.
Komu.
But yeah, that's huge. I'm looking forward to seeing what her super evolution is going to be like.
Ah, yeah, 12 turns now with Limit Break Plus, so pretty good there.
So good.
And we don't know what's going to happen with her super evolution, which we probably will find out next episode. So we'll look forward to that. Rare recruits, Usahachi gets a Sailor Despair resistance. Dex 1 carry gets -1 cooldown and Sailor Despair resistance. And Kuro and Django get Sailor Despair resistance. Limit Break Plus your Usahachi, guys. That's a fantastic unit. You know,
Yep.
Sailor Despair resistance on Usahachi is obscenely powerful. So, you know, keep that in mind when going for Limit Break Pluses. And Rare Recruit Limit Break Pluses are not expensive, so very much worthwhile there. But lads, that wraps us up for all the content and information. 7th anniversary, what are your final thoughts on 7th anniversary as an event, as of now at least? You guys think it was a good anniversary overall, bad anniversary? Where do you think it stands in the test of time?
Kind of mid, honestly. There's
Yeah.
like not a lot going
Yeah.
on. Like, there's lots of... The units are cool, but like the Sugo is mid in a lot of people's opinions. Plus, like, there's not actually a lot of playable events going on.
There's one event right now, and then they're arguably... Then, obviously, you can argue Treasure Map, but, I mean, no one wants to argue for Treasure Map. So,
Like, that's a given anyway.
yeah, exactly. Flame Knight, what do you guys think about 7th anniversary on JP?
I mean, the units are cool. I already spoke my mind on the last tap shit.
Yep.
But I really don't like that there's not really any kind of new like forms of content. I guess the alliance thing, but I mean that's not out yet. Yeah, I mean, so I kind of know what to expect when it comes to global.
I guess we have to keep in mind that this anniversary is technically for a month, kind of, because the Sugofest lasts a month. So I guess that the Kizuna will be considered part of anniversary. So I guess next episode we'll have to see how Kizuna works and get, you know, the scoop from Knight about all that kind of stuff. But, you know, as the JP man,
That's 7th Annie.
yeah, as the JP man,
I was
sorry,
gonna say
go for it, Flame,
the 7th Annie raid, Usopp and Chopper.
Yeah, oh, sorry, yeah, my bad. I forgot about the creme de la creme raid over there. You know what I'm saying? But yes, Knight, as the JP man, the big man, the law man, what do you think about 7th Annie as a celebration on JP?
Not my favorite. I'll tell you that.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's like Kaido global Annie tier.
Oh no, don't say that.
Oh,
that
that's
hurts.
That's
that hurts.
harsh.
That's a harsh critique of it. I think it's fair though.
Sugo's still better than Kaido's.
I mean, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But I think that's a fair critique though, nonetheless. All right.
There's never a lot going on.
Without further ado, we'll get into everyone's favorite section after their favorite section. It's the questions. As per usual, you can send us questions in at GGB Podcast on Twitter or via our YouTube community tab. The first question coming in from Vince Smoke. He asks, what's your favorite type of berry? What's your favorite type of berry? I personally like Linong berry.
It's lingonberries.
Linong these nuts in your forehead, my guy. Lingonberries, though.
Oh my god.
Okay, what's
This guy right here.
What's your favorite type of berry, lads?
Definitely not lingonberries. I like strawberry stuff.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, strawberries.
I'm going with the cranberries.
Strawberries, though, if they like, what's your ideal strawberry? For me, it has to be firm and a little tart. That's my ideal strawberry.
Mm.
I like them sweet, but not like too sweet where it like makes you
I reckon Knight is the type of guy that likes a squishy strawberry. I'm gonna be real.
No, ew, God.
I would,
they like dunks them in water.
Yikes.
Yummy, yummy,
delicious.
delicious.
He likes them.
They like some green. He likes some green.
Green.
Crunchy with no flavor.
Ew,
Oh,
just
yeah.
eating
Not-
the leaves.
Yeah, I was gonna say Knight pulls the berry off and throws that in the bin and then starts munching the leaves.
Come on, man.
Put that guy in the dirt. I would say my favorite berry is probably strawberry as well. Strawberry is kind of cracking. Cranberry juice though, brazy. Cranberry,
Oh man, I love making cranberries.
cranberry vodka, crazy. That's a slept-on drink. Go mix yourself some cranberry vodka later on if you're overage. If you're underage, go drink some cranberry juice. That's about it.
Get someone else to do it for you.
Yeah, get someone else to make it for you. At Sam1 March asks, your favorite / best OPTC unit of the character you hate the most.
Oh,
Do you guys have one?
Character I hate the most.
I guess
oh,
think of,
man.
yeah. What's the character you hate the most? And then I guess the best unit of that. Well, I don't know how to really word this one. Your favorite / best OPTC unit of the character you hate the most from the manga / anime. So just from the anime. We'll skip manga spoilers today.
I can't think of a character that I outright. I mean, there are a couple. There's like Flampe, I guess.
Hey, support Flampe. That swimsuit Flampe support's kind of
Flampe's
good.
pretty good.
Summer Flampe is very good. I don't
Yeah,
think I hate a
probably that.
One
I'm
Piece
gonna go
character.
Yeah, I don't really
Yeah, I'd
hate it.
have to like look.
I'd have to like go through like the Wikipedia, look at the characters like that. I don't think
I'm not a fan of Barto.
What's the best Barter unit in the game?
Well, there's a couple. There's like Barto Cavendish. There's the
The
V1
Dex
Barto because his support's pretty good.
Yep.
The Dex one. Wait, which one?
The
Rebel one?
PvP one.
The PvP
Yeah.
one's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good actually.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a character.
Also, the one from that one event that's like a Robin support that like pops up. Gives you like DR if the enemy like enrages or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe Moria for me. Maybe, I don't know, like to stretch it. But then Legend Moria is kind of cracking, so like I'm down for that.
Oh yeah.
And Moria Piranha.
Oh yeah. And that Moria Perona PvP unit is a really good self-proc and conditional boost, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I used Kizuna Moria recently. Actually.
Kizuna Moria is actually a very good unit as well. I still use him in
Yeah.
in GARP challenge teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, this is kind of funny because the best units also kind of sucks. I don't really like Hawkins.
Oh no!
Legend Hawkins.
Oh, Legend Hawkins, no! Hey man,
Hawkins a
Legend.
bitch, man.
Hey, Hawkins might become one of the best PvP legends though, purely because of lore. But we'll have to wait and see on that.
No, well, that's not him then. That's Law.
That's lore. He just gets carried vicariously. All right. At Babby Qualls
Good
asks,
question.
with the recent focus on class-based captains and buffing of weak classes, do you think they will bring back class-orientated GARP challenges, or should they bring them back? No.
Ooh.
Fuck off. I go on record. I hate GARP challenges. The less of them, the better. So no, don't bring any more GARP challenges for me. Everyone else, what do you guys? I know Todd loves a GARP challenge.
I used to hate making the class and color teams, and that was kind of annoying.
Oh yeah, it's because you want to be efficient. You don't want to do like 15 runs of the one GARP challenge to just get everything done.
Yeah,
like,
and
it's
then,
funny
I
because
mean,
like,
when
the
you
amount
do
of
it
time
like
you
that,
spend
it's
trying to
limited.
build teams for it, like you might as well just use two different teams.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But maybe not GARP challenge, maybe something else. Maybe it'd be like
maybe
a
different
new
kind of
event where you-
content that requires classes only or whatever. Make it a different. Make it a
or
Rayleigh
like,
challenge.
It'll be like an event that resets every month, like a GARP challenge, but it's not like you have to use all classes. It'll be like maybe 4. Like
Oh,
you
this month you have to
you have
use
to be
strength.
40
You have to use like
classes.
slasher, dexter, slasher, striker, cerebral shooters like that. You know.
or like when like
Yeah,
a new
they'll, like-
Colo or arena comes out, they got like Chopper Man missions, like beat it with like a whole strength team or something.
And then that will give you bounty. That's free ideas, Bandai.
Yeah.
Come on, it's free. It's free. Knight, do you want those Garb challenges back, or what's going on, man?
Not really. I didn't like those.
And there it is.
But definitely tedious.
At Twitch Maniac asks, not much about 7th Annie. We know Law and Kid are the better units overall. We don't know that yet, but we'll see, Maniac. But what about part 2 of Anniversary? Who do you think it'll be? A Psy / Int powerhouse shooter last tap unit, or maybe a super swap like, I'm not going to say that name because I don't know if it's spoilers or not, or Shanks versus Whitebeard?
I mean, I personally, I don't think they're gonna do part 2 Annie. They never really do, but
I think they're going to do what Todd said, that it's not considered part 2 of Anniversary, but it's like after story type beat, like they did with Kid and Hawkins.
I mean, that was part 2, Annie, because it still had like the
Yeah, I guess you're right. You're right.
thing. Yeah.
I had a
that
dedicated
banner was
website
actually pretty
for it,
good,
too.
right?
Yeah, I thought the Kid Hawkins banner was good.
Yeah, it was. But what would they do? I don't know.
I would
I feel
like
like
them
it has
to
to be a Psy legend.
yeah. I think because we had
Ant.
no, fuck off. We just had in legends. We don't need another in legend. Make it a Psy. Make it a Psy in super swap legend. Like that'll work. You could do that. Make it like a
In super swap.
make it
Super
Blackbeard V4 in
Let's go.
super swap, and
Oh my
this time
God.
this time the top right image is his gun, and the bottom left image is his head.
I mean, you know, it'd be cool though if they not a Super Sugofest exclusive, but what if they just like outright just like, you know what, let's just drop a super type Marco legend or something.
That'd be pretty neat. I'd be-
Marco needs some love.
I'd be down for that. The last Marco.
Or King. King and Queen.
Hold on, he's onto something.
King and Queen.
King and Queen super swap.
Yes.
Super
sir.
swap legend in powerhouse and something. Fighter, I don't know, powerhouse and jabroni. Super swap, sign in. I'm down. I'm so down with that.
Jabroni.
New class, guys. You guys haven't heard about it yet? It's true.
Oh yeah, because remember they're getting rid of Dex. By the
Yeah,
way.
they're getting rid of Dex. So jabroni, bro. Law.
Sorry,
law.
Law.
Forgot
Yeah,
about that.
law down horrendous, bro. Nah, you know
yeah.
what? Part 2 of Annie is going to be Legend TM Legend Jozu.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh,
let's go.
Let's fucking go. I think
Man.
King and Queen dual unit's a good shout though. I think that'd be a fantastic unit to bring in.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
All right. Anything else?
I'm not sure though.
Any
They
other
could- they could
ideas?
have Things.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Yeah,
move.
it could be like a Kinemon and someone else.
Yeah, that'd be
Who
pretty cool
knows?
too. Odin V2. Anyway, Platinum Wolf 99 asks 2 questions. Number 1, do you guys think the Gear 4 animation sprite looks a little off compared to Gear 4 sprites? What do you guys think? I don't care.
Which Gear 4 animation?
I
The
mentioned
new
it
one.
tonight. I actually liked it. I think it looked nice.
I just don't care. Like, if we're really gonna nitpick a fucking unit based upon their sprite now, like, get out of here, weirdos.
It's so good that
I don't
Luffy's
really
Gear
pay
4
attention.
is not his.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's in Gear 4 at the minimum. I don't know. Maybe his last
Yeah.
tap could have
I
evolved
think it
into
looks
Gear
great.
4. Oh, that'd have been cool. If his last tap made him Gear 4. And then his sprite
Yeah.
Or even like
changed.
is his baseball when he attacks he transforms to Gear 4 or something.
Yeah, that'd have been neat as well. And then part 2 of the question, do you think these classes... So, do you think these characters will create a new meta where every captain will have to boost 1 color and 2 classes? The answer to that is no.
No, I think it's just because it's a super Sugo unit. But who knows? We could be wrong.
Where's my Int Super Sugo unit? I'm waiting.
True. They've been left in the dust.
They don't need any more.
Nah,
help.
but that's why we get given a bunch of normal int legends. But
Yeah, that's
then
what
they
they
give
gave
us
out
an int
4,
super
like-
legend.
The last 3 or 4 legends have been in, so like we don't need them.
Yep.
No, I don't
Correct.
think I don't see them make it. I don't see this being a meta. Like Ace versus Kainu, they're both class boosting captains. Like, and then on the contrary, Kaido versus Big Mom are 3 color boosting captains. like
you had like Moria and Blackbeard being both class captains.
exactly, like but Bonnie was a color captain. Like I don't think it matters. I think the more diversity in their captain, like I think it's really cool having them be like color and 2 classes. I think that's fantastic because you get 3 different avenues to use the unit. But I don't think it's gonna be like all right, now every captain from now on is gonna be 1 color, 2 classes.
So I will admit, I am really happy that they're not like just sticking to like colors, colors anymore.
Thank God. Thank God.
Good.
I'm so gassed that super types have like evolved to become like actually more like way better than where they started from. You know,
right?
Like imagine if like the 3 Annie units came out and Law only boosted Dex characters, Kid only boosted Strength, and Luffy only boosted Crit. Law would be the worst legend in the game. Like Law would just be down bad, bro. He got no support. Where's he getting support from? No one's helping him.
Yeah.
All right.
Nope.
From YouTube, our guy Cody. Hey crew, as always, thanks for the work you do. Because I'm sure you'll go through everything 7th Annie related, just curious if any of you knew each other before OPTC. I actually used to stalk Todd, even though he was born before me. I was around.
Yep. That's it. I'm actually Knight's dad.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Knight is actually Knight is Flame's uncle.
Uncle Nate.
God.
Flame is and then Flame is actually my mum. So there you go, guys. That's how we're all correlated. I used to stalk Todd,
and your mum is your dad.
And then my mum is my dad, which is Todd. So make of that what you will. Anyway, next question. The Phoenix 07 asks, do you all think there will be a debuff later on that completely ignores sockets for despair and bind and makes players use specials? Thanks for the great content. Thank you, the Phoenix.
I would start.
Do you guys think we'll get to a point where like debuffs will just negate sockets?
Can we skip this question? I don't want to give any idea.
I don't want to give any idea. All right, let's skip it.
The way they avoid it is just that they just apply more turns.
Yeah, I mean that's what they've done for ages.
That's how
exactly. If you put 8 turns of bind on, it's gonna go down to 5, and you have to use a special. Like there's no way around it really. I guess supports you could argue, but and then again, it's still something other than sockets. We're not giving you any ideas, Bando.
When dual units are so prevalent, it's like, oh, do you think they'll ever activate a debuff that stops you from switching? Well, I feel like if they were gonna do it, they would have done it by now.
Bro, if they're gonna do that, what the fuck's the point of dual units? Don't bring a dual unit then. Like, why would I ever bring a dual unit?
My man, Shanks Crew.
Shanks Crew, like, bro, if Shanks Crew lost his ability to swap, it's over.
Yeah.
All right. At Joel Leon asks, we have been seeing an increase in the use of the tap limit debuff. Do you guys think it would be good to see a buff that increases the amount of taps in a turn? It would make chain boost so much more powerful. I like this question.
Yeah.
I have not thought about this as a buff before. Imagine you could tap 12 times. Last tap on the 12th tap, boys. It's over. Let's go.
Pretty good. It's good for a Kinemon character.
Yeah, hold on,
Kinemon
actually.
and the squad.
And the goons.
Yeah,
that's a really good shout.
All those chain boosting captains would get good.
Bro,
too.
Sugar. Bro, imagine Legend Sugar on with more than 6 taps.
Oh, God.
It's over.
They'd probably find a way to negate it so you couldn't use Sugar with them.
You just have to tap Sugar again and I guess it'd start, I don't know. But I think it's a really cool idea for a buff, though. More taps. That was a fantastic idea.
It's going to be the Alliance Luffy character with all the ships and Barto and Kevin's ship.
Hold on. Hold on. All right.
Beautiful.
Yeah, great question, Joel. Someone should hire you. JMess210, he asks, or they ask, sorry. Time for the razzle dazzle. If there was a traitor, who is it?
Eyes.
Yeah, colon eyes.
Do you around here anymore?
Yeah, Joba is not here anymore. We executed him.
Yeah, you got rid of him already.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you. If there was a trade amongst the four of us, it's Flame.
Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna say Knight.
No. The thing is though, Knight would give it away too obviously.
Bro,
Knight's a jabroni. Like Knight's actually.
Yeah, he's the big man.
That's what I'm saying. He's the
Always
big
in
man,
sight.
right? Like you can see him from a mile away. Like, you know, I think Todd's too nice to be sus. I think Knight would be too obvious. I think you, Flame. I think me, I'd probably be too obvious as well. I think you, Flame. I think you'd be the traitor amongst the four of us.
Yeah, Flame think he's slick.
Yeah, man. We know what you did, man. We know. We're not telling anyone, but we know.
Yeah, man, we got some stuff going on behind the scenes.
Hey, bro. Hey, relax, man. Pierre Arend asks, with the guaranteed last tap limit break tablet being introduced, given our June events, do you guys feel like our OP Annie Legends won't reach their max potential for several months? Yes. Unless you have lots of money. And for some reason you're willing to spend...
Yeah, there was that one Japan dude that...
Bro, you see that video?
Multi,
My...
he ended up yeah.
Bro, there was some guy I saw he was feeding all his legends the dupes and he had like max last tap on all of them. And I was like, that's the grossest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. Oh, that's disgusting.
That's brutal.
But yes, last tap, like Flame mentioned before, is going to be a big gatekeeper in maxing out these units overall. The Wampa asks, yo, hold on, sorry, what?
No, I like that name.
The Wampa?
I just like that name.
All right,
That's
there you
the
go.
one.
Knight fucks with you. That's about it, man. That's the big man. If Global gets a Global First Legend during the upcoming French Anniversary season, what character would you guys want it to be? No, we're not. Don't fall for them, Todd. Don't say Kuma. Let them suffer. I don't know. I guess I don't know. There's like really no legend that I would want to see right now. Being real with you all, I don't think there is a legend that I'd like really want to see. If I had to say it, I'd begrudgingly say Kuma as well, but I don't want to be that guy. But we have to.
The more times we say it, the least likely it's gonna happen.
That's what. All right, I'm gonna say it a million times then.
Oh no, dude.
Hey, what about Flame and Knight? French Annie? Any kind of legend you'd want to see, or any character we haven't got a legend of yet? Global First.
I know we have a few dual. Yeah, I was gonna say I would like a standalone VV.
Solo VV legend.
V2 Crocodile.
Oh
yeah, or go back to Alabasta, get a little freaky, maybe get a VV Karu.
Bro, what the fuck? This man saying get a little freak with VV and Karu. What's going on there?
Yeah, hold on,
let's go.
Yeah, he's a traitor for real.
That's what I'm saying.
Against humanity.
He's traitor against humanity. Got to execute him like we
I
did
think
Joba.
I'm working with Crocodile.
Give me a Miss All Sunday legend, not Robin.
Oh yes, sir.
Miss All Sunday. That's what I'm saying. What was the guy's name on the horse? That quick unit?
Oh,
that quick unit. What, Koza?
Yeah. Give me a legend Koza. I just remember him as the quick unit. He was like an orb booster or some shit. I mean, it was an orb booster or something like that.
Yeah, for slashers.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's talking like Joba now.
Bro, you got
dude.
You guys know.
Where's Pell?
Where is he's dead? The nuke, the nuke, bro. Man pulled an Iron Man, bro. Flew it out there.
I am not a weapon.
Bruh.
I think going back to Alabasta at some point should be a thing though. I think they really need to go back to Alabasta. There's a lot of characters now that deserve something.
I want a CP0 Lucci legend.
Yeah, that's also facts too.
Yeah, I'd be down.
I want Kaku legend. Let's go.
Yo, Kaku and
Nice.
Khalifa super swap. Poggers. Kaku Jabra legend. I'm in.
All right.
You know what? I want let's go back to Dressrosa. We haven't had enough legends from there.
Oh no.
I want a good Doflamingo
I'm
legend.
super interested.
I want a good Doflamingo legend.
Treble legend.
I mean, it's inevitable at this point, but we'll probably get a Legend Caesar at some point.
That's
Yes, sir.
That's
My
Knight's.
boy.
That's Knight's favorite character. That's disgusting.
Get out of here.
Maybe another. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Legend Kizaru. Where is he at? What's he doing with his life right now?
Oh, dude, V2 Kizaru, bruh.
Non-exist. Never gonna happen.
I mean, at this point, fucking V2 Smoker.
Actually, but Legend Tashigi. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm down.
That's true.
You think it's more likely we
Okay,
get V2 Kizaru or Kuma?
That's like asking. That's like asking two impossible questions. But I do think Kizaru is way more likely than Kuma. I don't think we're getting a Legend Kuma. I just think they're gonna like. I don't think like the week. Go.
If Kizaru comes out, I don't think we're getting Kuma.
Bro, if V2 Kizaru comes out, it's over. You gotta give up. All the Kuma stands gotta give up, man. We have 2 Magellans before a Kuma. What a time to be alive. We have 2 puddings. We have 2 puddings before. We have 2 man cherries before a Kuma.
We have
3.
fucking sugar, dude.
We have sugar.
Like, what?
We have.
If you had told me like 5 years ago that we're gonna get a Legend Sugar before Kuma, I would have said that you're lying.
Bro, how the fuck did Kuromasaki get a legend before Kuma?
Well, I think in like a
Facts.
month we're gonna have a Legend of Tama.
You know what? You know what though? I think I could see in the next 6 to 12 months Legend Otama. I genuinely could see that being a thing.
Otama and Kamainu.
Maybe
Yeah,
even
that'd
maybe
be
even like
crazy.
as an EXP legend or a candy legend, potentially. I could see Legend Otama being a thing. We got a Legend Jack. Like what? Get out of here, man. All right, and on legends though, the last question from SMK, they ask, "What is the most slept on legend?" 3, 2, 1, Bullet. It's always Bullet. It's always Bullet. Bullet is the best legend in the game.
I think my guy Arlong slept on.
Yo, that's a really good shout, actually.
That's a cool.
That's a really
As a
good
captain,
shout.
though?
Nah, not as a captain,
absolutely
like-
not. Absolutely not.
Well, Arlong just got buffed from Kid.
If Arlong gets a 6+, then like fucks off with that. Arlong's captain's like one of each color, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
one
If
of
Arlong
them,
gets
yeah,
if
Just
Arlong
like
gets
that.
like a limit break plus that doesn't have that shit in it.
Yeah.
Wait, does he already have a limit break
Oh, he already
plus?
has a limit break.
Oh, fuck off. He's shit.
Thanks, Bandai.
Thanks, Bandai.
That's another underrated legend. Kurosaki.
Yeah, I agree. V3 Rayleigh.
No.
Yeah.
No, he's
that is actually
solid.
slept on.
Yeah, he slept on-
Super slept on.
Because he's Buki. He's cheeks. He's
Right.
absolute cheeks.
Like you won't use him much, but when you do use him, you're like, oh, thank you, V3 Rayleigh. I'm
You're
glad
like,
I
thank
have
you for the damage. But then you don't move on.
Yeah.
Honestly, units like Halloween Ace are very good. I think Halloween Mihawk is actually pretty good.
Oh, Mihawk,
Yeah.
sure, dude.
I'm not
yeah.
giving the shout to Halloween Shanks because fuck Stump.
Yes, sir. Fuck Stump.
Shout out to that guy.
I don't know. That's about it, really. I don't know.
I'd probably say Hawkins. No, imagine.
Oh my! Get him off the cast. You're
I'm
fired.
gonna
You're
say,
fired. You're fired.
I really like V1 Jinbei 6+. I
Yes. You know what? Legend Lucy is gonna be a fucking good legend with Limit Plus. I'm gonna be real with you. Legend Lucy Limit Plus is fucking bonkers. Like I reckon he's gonna be a
Yeah.
viable ass legend now.
Yeah, he's a flat 4.5.
That's
He's better than,
insane. Flat 4.5. You're bugging. What? Bonkers.
Sweet Commander's a little slept on.
Yeah, I would agree there. I've come to appreciate Sweet Commanders more and more. Honestly, you know what? V2 Big Mom. As a Kizuna damage booster, I feel like V2 Big Mom is a very slept on unit. Like when you need way more damage for Kizuna, You just chuck V2 Big Mom on your team, call it a day, right?
Guess that's true.
Yeah, that was Shanks.
Yeah.
That'll Shanks. That'll when Kaido comes out, that'll Kaido. Just bring Kaido for fun.
Oh, I forgot about Akainu.
Yeah,
He's a chain locker too.
That's true.
Yep.
V3 Blackbeard's very slept on because no one uses him.
God, dude.
What a shame
I still
that.
I still have him at level 1. I swear.
Tis a war.
Todd, you're just trying to justify. You're just trying to justify
That's a
limit rank
though.
plussing him though. That's what you're trying to do, Todd.
Bruh, nah, I use him as a sub all the time.
He's a PvP. He's
Well,
dope in
not all the
PvP.
time, but he's nice.
He's dope in PvP
Yeah,
too, though.
yeah.
So
I like it. There's a lot of good ones. I still like V1 Katakuri here and there.
yeah,
He works
okay,
with the
very good.
Halloween Mihawk and Law, so it's pretty nice.
Legend
I like,
Usopp.
I like
Ew.
V1 Nami because she gets rid of paralysis on Sailor.
She's a very good unit
Ooh,
still.
true.
V1
Very
Nami's
good.
still a very good unit. Can we believe
Nami has
that
good supports.
Time Skip Nami is still a fantastic rare recruit? Really off topic, but Time Skip Nami is still a great
Yeah.
rare recruit. She was so far ahead of her fucking time. It's not even okay.
Yeah. She's a god.
I wish older legends resembled that.
Bro, she's better than most legends of the fucking game. I'm gonna kick it to you real quick. I'm gonna kick it to you real quick, dude.
That's
But
facts.
I think that'll about do us for today, gentlemen.
Do us. Hold up.
Beautiful.
Hold on. As per usual, thank you all for listening to another episode of the Good, Great, Perfect Podcast, episode 34, the 7th anniversary special. I want to thank all my guest hosts, Knight, myself, Flame, and Todd. Yes, I'm thanking myself. As per usual, if you want to find our social medias, you can find us via our Linktree link. That is linktr.ee/Good, Great, Perfect. There you can find all of our social medias, that being our Twitter, our Instagram, both of those platforms being at GGP Podcast. You can find us if you don't want to see our video, you can listen to our voices only via anchor.fm/Good Great Perfect. On there, you can find us on a plethora of podcasting platforms. Those being the main ones being Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts as well. We're still on the hunt for 2,000 subscribers by episode 50. So, if you all could make that happen, we would really, really, really appreciate that. Episode 50 would also coincide with our 2-year anniversary of making the podcast as well. So, we're ever so closely encroaching on that.
If that button is red, make sure to click it.
Slam it. If you made it this far in the podcast, this podcast is like almost 2.5 hours long. Fucking hit the
If you made
subscribe
it
button.
to this part of the podcast, type in banana split in the comments.
All right, I'm waiting to see a bunch of banana splits in the comments.
Let's
Trying
see
to
it.
make your mum do a banana split. Anyway, without further ado, I've been Captain Papi, Night Flame, and Todd. Thank you all for listening to another episode of Talk to You Guys next time. Peace.
Bye.